working today.
So, hey, why the fuck are we talking about modern games? We're talking about retro. It's Retro Book Club.
Overwatch is retro.
Where's the
Not anymore, it ain't. We're just getting Overwatch 2. It's just 1.5.
Well, here's the thing.
Compared to Team Fortress 2, it ain't retro.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Overwatch 1 is at least a novelty in the sense that this is the only game Nintendo has genuinely offered a refund for.
Ouch.
Ooh.
Ouch.
You make
All right.
a point.
Ooh.
The more you know.
Ouch. Alright.
Where's the cream for that one?
Alright. Hello everyone, welcome to Retro Book Club. We're leaving modern games at the door. We're not doing that sort of thing here.
I will not
dig?
apologize for the extended intro.
Okay. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
that. Thank you, Flame. Thank you.
Thank you, Flame.
Thank you.
Well played. Well played.
And here's your extended thank you.
Fine, one more. Thank you, Flame. Alright, anyways, Season 3, Episode 26, and we're still doing...
It sure ain't episode 26. Where the fuck have you been, dude?
Oh, what the fuck? Oh, did I miss one?
It's 28!
Oh,
It's 28!
Oh, shit!
We were here! You were here last week, Toon! We had number 27! Did you forget how numbers work?
I'll be real, no, not really. Work has killed my brain that badly. Alright, Season 3, Episode 28. Thank you, Nick. I actually appreciate that. That's helpful information.
Always here for you, buddy.
You tell me more. Anyways, as usual, it's your two co-hosts of Comedy of Games and Tune on Radio. How's it going, everyone?
Oh fuck, it's episode 29 now.
I'm about to... not gonna lie to ya. Get on my ass. Look at that one, brother.
Oh my gosh.
Tell you what.
Oh my gosh, it's the 30th episode of RBC?
Alright, smartasses. Does that mean we're gonna have year 4 in like a week then?
Oh no, we're gonna have year 5 in like 2 days.
Oh shit. Wait, it's not gonna be a Friday then.
Time's just going that fast.
Too fast for me. Actually, no, it went too slow.
Later.
Welcome to year 7 of Retro Book Club.
I have a comment.
Shit, this dude
Yes.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, that's true.
Okay, let's get on.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah. Turns out it's not just me. Everyone's here, including Beak85.
Hi. Did you know food porn is a thing?
Oh my god.
I did. Thank you for letting us know.
That's a good Twitter account.
Indeed it is.
Oh man, just makes me want to go back and look at food, but I already fucking ate. Anyways, we also got FlameBlood.
Hi, I am very tired. I have a story about that. You'll get that during the first game.
Yay!
Unless you'd rather hear it at my game.
I'm excited to hear then. I'm excited. I await with bated breath. And finally, we got Polk Kitsune.
Thank you. And thanks to the tropical storm that's heading this way, I'll be having a lot of water and water and water, water, water and water.
Water and water and water, water. Water and water and water. Water, 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 water.
Hey, guess what? That just means I have to drink now. Thanks, assholes.
Hey, eventually.
H2O.
Hey, be careful. You might get Odin's beard.
I have H2O no. Alright, well, anyways, before we get derailed any further, because all of our brain cells apparently seem to be shorting out,
Mine was just
what the fuck is our order?
The order is hitting the wrong button, but hey, there's the first person.
Hey!
Polk Kitsune. Second's Toon.
Oh, fuck.
Third is me. Fourth is Beak. And fifth is FlameBlood.
Really? Cool.
So,
Oh, you're the last guy. Nice.
let's start with that game from Polk. I've seen this game around, but I actually have not played it, so I'm very intrigued by this.
Well, this was an interesting one here, and there are some certain genres that you don't see very often on certain consoles, and well, this one is a port of an arcade game, it seems, but you don't tend to see a lot of twin-stick shooters on the Nintendo.
I will comment. When I was grabbing the box art for this, I saw there was also a Commodore 64 version.
What?
That was the. That was actually. When I was grabbing the box art, I accidentally grabbed that one at first, and I had to go find the NES box art.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Okay. All right. Interesting.
I want to see this after.
I've only played the Nintendo version. Yeah, I hadn't known, but has anybody heard about this little game called Gun.Smoke?
No, I have not.
Sounds familiar, actually.
It is a Capcom game, actually.
Huh.
Of all things.
Is
Welcome to the Western.
Is it one word or two words?
It is Gun.Smoke.
Where the fuck is the dot in my keyboard?
Like a
There
period?
is none.
Like a period?
Oh, gun dots. I mean,
Yeah.
Tune.
Huh.
Tune. Buddy, come on.
I've never heard of a .smoke file before. That sounds interesting. What does it do?
Also for the
is it the dot in the middle? Is what I'm thinking. But okay.
It vents all the smokes inside your computer.
Also, since I mentioned I grabbed the C64 cover at first for comparison, I'll throw it in the Discord. This is the NES one, and this is the Commodore 64 one.
Really passed to be either one, really.
Yeah, really.
Oh, gotcha. That's that. Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty interchangeable, excluding the stuff that denotes Nintendo game, Commodore game. But outside of that, like, you could really swap them and it would work just as well.
Yeah. One thing in the film is just like game like Capcom did that because that background is what you tend to see on Mega Man 2. First Mega Man.
Not gonna lie, the name of the game matches its box art very well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
It really does.
But why the dot? A good question.
Yeah.
It's not an acronym to anything. But welcome to this little Western, and you'll soon see what I mean by twin-stick shooter, except you don't have a second stick. What do you do in those kind of cases?
You don't even have one stick.
I mean, have you seen what the NES port of Smash TV does?
No.
No.
Okay, so
I'm scared.
okay, so the NES version of Smash TV. So I think we're all familiar with what a NES controller looks like, right?
Yes.
So the Smash TV is a twin stick game. So normally you have two sticks, one that moves your character, the other one that dictates what direction you fire in. The NES version, I believe the way it works is one of your buttons you fire, but you can keep going in whatever direction, while the other one's basically a strafe button. But you can also plug in a second controller and hold two controllers in your hand and use one D-pad for movement, and use the other D-pad for firing your gun.
Hey, that kind of sounds badass, I'm not gonna lie.
That does.
It's definitely a good way to get around the limitations. And then if you have a 4-score, then you could have 2 players, each person with 2 controllers in their hands.
I'll buy that for $1.
I need to give it a try because I do have a NES copy of Smash TV, but I just hadn't fired it up because I also have the far superior Super Smash TV.
Anyway. Of course, you got a superior version. Why go to the back one?
Because
maybe achievements.
I mean, considering the Super Smash TV has the better controller for the way it controls, because you've got your D-pad, you've got your 4 face buttons. It works out way better. Anyway, I am ready to go when everybody else is.
Hey.
Sounds good.
So this can be a cowboy.
Okay.
Howdy, I'm a cowboy! Bang, bang! Bang, 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 bang!
Alright.
Flawless accent. Thank you.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Gun.Smoke.
Here we go.
Alright.
Bandit Bill, rifle.
Wanted,
No options here,
Capcom.
Seth.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I knew Capcom was behind this.
Alrighty, Bandit Bill.
Alright.
And so looks like you automatically move forward, and looks like A button angles your shot to the right, B button angles it to the left, so looks like pretty standard stuff.
And if you want to shoot straight forward, hit both of them at
Both
the
of
same
them?
time.
Yep.
Okay, what?
If you want to shoot straight forward, hit both A and B at the same time.
Yep.
Gotcha. That's an interesting way to get past the,
Yep. The limitations. Oh, yeah. You're
That's
definitely
kinda
going to want
I-
to pick up money along the way, too.
Already
Get that
on it.
required.
I don't know how well that control scheme is going to work out, but I guess I'll find out, since it seems like something that could be a bit clunky when you're having to repeatedly tap the button, and you have to tap both of them together to fire straight ahead.
Not that bad so far.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Got
this is
more
You
pretty
can have
cool.
various type of weapons. Ooh, give me a shotgun.
we are on your side.
I do not have
And
enough for
yet-
a shotgun.
Barrels also have
sorry.
some stuff in them, so you might have to shoot them
horse.
quite a bit.
Yep.
I can't get past this portrait. I'm very sorry, guys. Hold on.
We have
You're
encountered
so bored!
we've definitely encountered some good faces along the time. I think one of my favorites is still from when we played Gun.Knack. I have a horse.
Same. I'm on a stallion, baby.
Yeah!
Yeah!
That's fucking
Oh,
good!
yeah.
I'm gonna wager it. I'm gonna wager a guess and say that the horse is also gonna act as a additional hit. But if you get hit, you lose the horse.
Yep, I do. Yeah, call it.
I played a game like this before.
I will also mention, if you see the guy that sells you a wanted poster, you're gonna want to buy that, otherwise you cannot face the boss of the stage.
Ah,
Noted.
Otherwise the stage will just loop.
so kind of like my first thought
well,
hearing that
yeah,
is
for the
Altered
poster.
Beast.
I guess I'm
No,
looping because I don't
come
got
on.
enough to get the poster.
Yeah,
Yeah, I do have to get the poster. Oh fuck, I don't have enough!
yeah. That's fine. We'll just get it again, hopefully. How long is the game anyway?
Good question. I don't know.
I'm gonna say, is it a game that? Because it almost looks like it's got that kind of arcade feel where you just keep going for as long as you last, but it's a Capcom game, so I assume there's like a proper ending.
You'd imagine. But it was also an arcade game, so it could be both. I've only seen up to stage 2, though.
Is dead.
I lost my horse as well.
I saw my horse,
arm's
but
gonna be angry with me.
he
Damn,
is
yeah.
blinking. Yeah, this game I think could use a auto fire mechanic, but
Yeah. You can buy a machine gun and that will shoot automatically, it just has ammo.
yeah, there's the caveat.
Uh-huh.
I should have more than enough to get the one poster this go around.
And out of ammo.
I'll get
Lovely.
the shotgun.
I might. Yeah, it's already starting to hurt my elbow, dude.
The other question I want to know is how punishing game overs are.
I believe they start you straight up at the beginning of the stage. Last I remember, very generous on the continuous side. Last I
Okay.
remember.
I don't know how I lived past that.
No.
I don't know why every time I looked at like the box art for Gun.Smoke, I always associate it with being something like a light gun game.
I guess because, you know, NES and gun.
Yeah,
Yeah, the times.
crush my horse's health.
I
Die.
got the wanted poster.
I want your money.
Nice.
Nice.
Money.
Money.
Okay, I got my horse back.
Alright, let's grab a machine gun.
What do the
Yep.
boots do?
More than enough for.
I don't know. You'd think it would speed you up, but I never know the difference. Might be more points, maybe more money.
Wait, I just realized Magnum is all 2 words.
Yep.
That, I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell Magnum. Just saying.
One could say it's their magnum opus.
You would say that. Yeah, I fucking know those about to kill me. It's like,
I've also barely. Oh, that's a classic Capcom power-up. One that almost looks like a shuriken.
Yep.
See that in like a bunch of different Capcom games.
Oh, Jesus!
Well, I think I'm at the boss because the screen has stopped scrolling.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I won!
Great.
nice! I'm gonna save stick because I would always push the wrong fucking button.
Yeah!
This.
You're
There
right.
we go.
Okay, I'm gonna have to get Thousand Year Door and get that on the soundboard. You have to go grab that at some point.
Yikes! Die.
Utter boring.
I haven't played that in so long.
Want to know more? I haven't played Thousand Year Door since like I first beat it. Probably a decade ago at this point.
At this point, Thousand Year Door is a game I could say is good, but super overhyped now, especially with...
Yep.
I agree.
With the
Like,
other Paper
like
Marios.
I will give it that I do think it is overall the best Paper Mario game of the series, but I don't think it is as good as people make it out to be.
Well, it doesn't have a lot to compete with in recent years.
I'm gonna say, like, its main competition is Super Paper Mario, the original Paper Mario.
Origami King.
Yeah, I didn't play Origami King, but I did hear Origami King was good.
Yeah, you can tell Origami King
I heard it was okay.
You can tell that Origami King was their attempt to get back in the right direction.
Yeah.
Who's that? Ooh.
Alright,
That's
baby,
the
got the
superstar they
machine
needed
gun.
to win.
Alright.
And Color Splash wasn't that bad considering it was made almost immediately at the start of when Sticker Star was released, so they didn't have enough time for feedback.
Yeah, and Sticker Star kind of bombed.
Pretty hard.
I got some enjoyment on Sticker Star, but more for the novelty of it being a Paper Mario game that you could play on the go, because that was the first time you were able to do that. All the other Paper Mario games up to that point had been console games.
Yeah.
Right, you should be the one with the wanted poster.
I still hold 64 as my favorite of the
you know
Paper
what?
Mario games, just out of the fact that not only was my first, but also because it was simple enough to not really have much of a big story behind it, while still having an impact of being the first RPG, having a great style, and just not being super saturated like the other two ended up being.
Yeah,
More so Thousand Year Door.
design-wise, I say Thousand Year Door is better, but for which one I actually prefer, I would say I prefer the original Paper Mario. Like,
I haven't played the original Paper Mario yet. I don't even think I beat Thousand Year Door. I think I got close. I have beaten Super Paper Mario, which, like, I had beaten it, and then a month later found out that no one apparently liked it, and then a few months later was like, everyone was kind of wrong. They were just hating on the game because they thought it was fun to hate on the game.
I mean, also, it was pretty different from the previous installments, so...
Yeah, considering this was definitely more story-oriented.
Damn.
I enjoyed Super Paper
Yeah.
Mario, but
And-
Thousand Year Door was much better.
I mean, also, the gameplay of Super Paper Mario was pretty different, since it was more or less a side-scrolling platformer, basically with a code of an RPG there.
Yep.
I liked it. You got to do fun combos, especially if you're Peach and you could float around and jump on enemies and do the stylus stuff.
I also preferred Super Paper Mario's way of doing the bonus dungeon, the Pit of 100 Trials.
Yeah.
Oh, do not remind me of that thing.
Okay, I'll say that I like the flip side Pit of 100 Trials, not so much the flop side in the way you have to do it twice.
Yeah, there is that.
Yeah, there's a problem.
But I think the individual floors are a bit better paced.
That too, considering you had to fight specific enemies, which is nice.
Yeah,
I think
and
one of the big gripes about it that people had with Super Paper Mario was the fact that it was like an open combat RPG.
yeah, like an action RPG.
Yeah, because everyone was so used to the turn-based, and then Super Paper Mario was like, nope, you just hit him till he dies. No little scene to go into a theater, no turns. It's just hit. The bosses were okay.
My problem with Super was the fact that outside of Tippy, none of the other partners had any personality outside of the introductory they had.
Yeah.
Oof. Ouch.
Yeah, like you could tell they wanted, like they were meant to have more personality, all the other ones. But Tippy was kind of like your major companion in that game.
Yeah, which I didn't mind considering they did a great job fleshing her out, but it's kind of a shame that none of the other partners had really much of a use outside of, hey, this is what I'm like, I'll just join you.
Alright,
Yeah. Was an interesting character.
because I like some of their abilities as well. Please do not trap me in the corner here.
Fuck. I'm not gonna lie, I would enjoy this game if I had a turbo button. But Jesus Christ.
Yeah,
Machine gun!
second stage is definitely a step up in difficulty.
Oh yeah, there's a lot less resources.
I already got a game over in this.
Yeah, I got a game over to the boss of stage 2.
I'm in third stage, actually.
Oh, nice.
I died twice in the previous stage, beat the boss, and now...
I got close to beating the boss, but like I had him on his last health for the second boss.
Oh, god damn it.
But then he got me, and unfortunately you have to redo the stage, or you have to start the fight from the beginning if you die.
Yep.
Nice, you actually pick.
I think that's
you just pick up the wanted poster.
So can I just say, I just now figured out how to switch weapons.
Fuck!
Yeah, that's nice to know.
Yeah.
So I did all of that with just the normal revolvers.
Well
I haven't really been buying
well played.
I haven't really been buying other things in the store just to try to be able to afford the wanted posters.
Yeah, because they go up in price as you progress.
Yeah, and you kind of want to try to avoid doing a second loop if at all possible, but at the same time, if you get a game over, you have to redo the,
Getting some power, but still nice, but, yeah.
Yeah, I'm
have to recollect your money.
Killer on my elbows.
You're gonna take a break soon?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because the way I do it, I always rapid fire by kind of pinching my fingers together and like rapid firing it.
Yeah.
And man, is it hurting my elbow right now.
Okay, the wanted poster for stage 3 went up a lot.
How much was it?
So what was stage 2? It was
24.
24,000, I believe.
24,000.
Stage 3, 50,000.
Oof.
Yeah.
More
Oof.
than half.
Did the enemies draw more money at least?
I can't tell because I only had 30,000.
Oh boy.
I don't know if it's gonna give you extra money, but also the stick of dynamite, if you pick them up before they blow up, they won't harm you. It's only if they blow up
What's
that
making me a
harm.
boss fight?
And there's my first game over. Also,
Yes.
machine gun seems to be, for stage 3, machine gun seems to be best.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, mother father, I'm $400 short.
Ah! Hate it when that happens.
Ah, I hate it.
Oh, and you have, okay, 0 points if you game over, great.
Yep, you gotta start from
the beginning.
Gotta start from scratch. It doesn't really help that, unlike in the first stage, there's no, like, horse pickup. And if you have a horse at the end of the previous stage, it doesn't carry over to stage 2.
I bet if you were to loop, there's one somewhere.
I think there's a horse from the shop where you get the wanted poster.
Yep.
Well, yeah, but not like one that you.
It still costs money.
Yeah, I was gonna say one that costs money, not one that you pick up just on the side of the road, like in the first stage.
At least weapon prices don't go up.
Yeah.
Oh, can you imagine if it did? Man, the economy must be freaking rough if we're paying.
I bet
for
if
a
you could
wanted
set
poster.
difficulties, it would go up.
It's just the thing with NES and arcade games. Difficulty always goes up.
Oh, I didn't buy the wanted poster, but I fought the boss anyway. Maybe if you loop the stage enough, you just automatically go to the boss.
I know
Possibly.
you can pick up a wanted poster from just stuff you break. Because I remember I shot a few barrels, and I think in one of them out came a wanted poster.
Maybe. May have picked one up and didn't even realize it.
So
Not out of the
problem
question.
I'm seeing to stage 3 is the guys that come up behind you.
Oh god!
Oh, lovely.
Oh, wonderful.
And, and the guys that come up behind
Oh.
you have guns.
Finally got him. Alright, stage 2's done.
Also, I can easily say that Cutter Boomerang feels exactly like a Mega Man fight. So yeah,
really
this is
does.
definitely made by Capcom.
Right. Just with the caveat of you can't take any hits.
Yeah, so basically damageless Mega Man.
Devil Hawk,
right.
Fireball.
But I needed a damage shuffler.
Also, considering that I just started the loop after my game over, yeah, I'd say enemies give about the same amount of money because I'm only at 22,000.
Yeah, I mean, I might be
Lovely.
as long as I don't game over, I might be able to not have much worry about it because I entered stage 3 with 46,000. So if I end up buying the wanted poster from the shop, that should hopefully be a non-issue.
Also, the only thing keeping me alive is just shooting to the side, shooting straight forward. It was getting me killed.
Ooh.
We're not gonna buy anything from you.
Because I have a little more opportunity to dodge because I have to move anyway to hit them.
With the distance.
This stage is gonna get pretty chaotic. I can already feel it.
Oh, ran out of bullets. That's a problem.
Okay, still good. Ah, a guy jumped on me. Oh, I have a lot of lives. Jeez, when did I get more lives? I had 4 apparently.
You probably get enough points and you get more lives or something like that.
Probably.
That's right. Water posters, lovely.
At least it seems like you have infinite continues, which is nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good mercy on that one.
And there's the second game over. Stage 3 is very brutal.
Also, I keep picking up this weird
Oh my god, I actually beat stage 2.
Nice.
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 Nice!
Now enjoy this
Damn it,
hellscape.
I did it! I just picked up. I got. Oh no, never mind. I didn't get a game over.
Ooh.
Wanted poster. If I had enough, I would buy the horse as well. Ah.
I can purchase the horse. Come along, my noble stallion.
I game over, so I can't buy crap.
I'll have fun with the grind.
Stallion, extra hits.
I shall name the stallion the only thing I know what to name it. Muttballs.
I was gonna say butt stallion.
What?
You
What the speed?
Oh god, but stallion.
Borderlands
So
is a
somebody follows Nugagen, huh?
Borderlands is a very video game.
It's a very video game.
I still haven't finished Borderlands 3. I really need to.
I played a lot of Borderlands 2 back in the day,
Wait,
on the
No,
360.
I finished the main story. I haven't finished DLCs. That's what it was.
Ooh.
Because I'm in the DLC I started and playthrough started the playthrough was the, funny enough, the Western-based DLC.
What do you know?
Damn it, they killed my horse.
I mean, I know.
There we go, stage 2 clear.
I remember that Polk has a Borderlands 2 clip on their soundboard because they played it the other day in a call.
I've got a
Something
few
like
on
this.
me.
Explosion.
Yes, that one.
Let's see. I have Mr. Torque somewhere on the board, and I have Tina as your cordially invited bitch on there.
Cordially invited, bitch!
I up to a hotkey though.
I think.
Alright, Western land. Indian land. Well, native land.
I think I'm going to be good to call this one pretty soon, depending on where everybody else is at.
I just got a game over, and I was at the last health.
Game over, stage 3 again.
Yeah, I got a game over on stage 3 as well, and now and now I am broke as fuck.
Save! Game over, stage 2.
Oh, lovely. Now let's go random. Or not.
I think Polk's on a potential run, so I'll definitely let them play it out and see where.
I just started this stage, so let's see how it goes.
So on another topic, you want to hear how I got like no sleep last night?
Oh boy.
Sure.
So, it was kind of late when I went to bed because I just couldn't fall asleep at first, and I eventually fall asleep for not even an hour, and then the transformer in my neighborhood blew.
Oh god.
And so my whole neighborhood was out of power.
Ooh.
And for some reason, once the power went out, I woke up and could not go back to sleep. Which normally, I don't have a problem with that. I have slept through power outages during storms and during non-storms because the transformers here suck. I have just fallen asleep, had no issues, but for some reason last night, I just could not. And when they sent guys out to fix the transformer or to put in a completely new one, they had a bunch of trucks out there apparently. When they eventually got that fixed and we had power again, I had like 2 hours before my alarm went off for work. So I maybe got 2 hours of sleep.
Oof.
And because everyone's preparing for the coming hurricane, it was very busy at work, and my manager was up my ass all day.
Ooh.
Now I like my manager. They've been kind to me. I think they're bipolar as all hell.
Whoops.
But like, today was just not my day.
Okay, so that's how the additional weapons that you can buy work. You get to keep them even through game over, but if you die with them equipped, you lose them.
Yep, I learned that the hard way.
Yeah.
I only had just recently bought myself a machine gun, so I started putting that theory to the test. Also, I went ahead and looked it up while you were telling that story. This game has 6 stages.
Ooh.
Oh, that's not bad.
Well, the later stages get way harder than they're already at right now, I would imagine.
Of course.
And the achievement set for this game is not any better either.
Really?
Oh,
I mean, not surprised.
Oh, are you ready to hear this?
Oh, lay it on me.
Alrighty, beating the first stage, 5 points. Beating all the other stages after, 10 points. Beating the game, 25. Get 5 lives, 5 points. Beating certain bosses using the horse. First 2 are 5 points. 3 of them are 10, last one 25. 50 points, beat the game without the horse.
And that's a game over.
50 points, beat the game without dying.
Oh.
Yeesh.
Oh,
that
that's
should
not...
be 100.
Oh, funny enough, here's the 100 pointer. Finish the game without dying and without using the horse.
Yeah.
Wow.
I feel like that should be 200.
Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some water.
Okay, well, I found out what the invincible power-up is.
Well, looks like Polk took their game over, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop the timer here.
Aye. Sounds like a plan.
Not a bad game, kind of addicting.
Also very difficult.
Definitely got the arcade feel behind it.
I can
Try
easily...
making that a mobile game.
I can easily say at the very least it is nicer compared to a lot of other NES games I've played in my time.
For sure. When we come back,
a lot nicer than some of the games I've been on RBC.
When we come back, hopefully Tom will be back by then because we're going to be playing Toon's game next. We'll see you in a bit.
See you soon.
Oh, he is back. Okay.
No, I just had to run ad though because I know we were going to switch over shortly.
Yeah.
I didn't think I was going to be talking as much as I have been because I forced myself to stay awake and not take a nap when I got home.
And speaking of food porn, here's an ad from Jack in the Box.
Gosh.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Also, another thing about my work today. So, I was basically the cart boy. That's not my job. We don't have people on cart specifically. It's a bagger's job where I work. Yeah, so I'm out there most of my shift. I'm gonna say I was maybe inside for a total of an hour. The rest of the time I was outside in 90-degree weather with darker colored clothing, a black apron, and a semi-dark but it's a semi-dark orange but still bright enough to supposedly see in the lot, little cheap I guess safety vest that I'm wearing. So yeah, I was probably, with all of that, probably in 100 degrees.
It's you had hell. Did you at least have water on hand?
Yeah, so we have so what we do, I don't know who does it. I think it's one of my buddies from the back who does it because he's always there early. Every day there is a full cart, a big cart with 3 open cases of the store brand's water.
Okay.
And I'm talking like 32 packs of water. So there's that whole cart is just full.
I just want to acknowledge that I hate the phrase store brand and water put together.
Yeah,
okay.
Tell you what, Nick, it actually fucking exists.
I'm aware it exists. Doesn't make me hate it anyway. So
I'm sure you know Publix has its own water. This place also has its own water, but tastes a heck of a lot better than Publix's.
Wow, that's sad.
Alright. Well, we are back from break, though, with another game from Toon.
Look, for the first time, I thought I'd maybe try out a game that looks relaxing to me.
Yeah, I'm curious how this is going to end up going on a show like this. There's a few different ways that this could end up going just because of the nature of this game. And this franchise, for that matter.
Yeah. So, I heard a lot about this game. Never played it.
Have you played?
So I actually want to.
Have you played a game from the series?
Have I?
Yes.
No.
I haven't either. So.
Hey, first experience for us then.
Nice.
Nice.
I've definitely seen stuff about it before, and there's definitely a certain indie game that is widely popular that definitely takes cues from this franchise.
Oh yeah, I can imagine. But yeah, I hope you guys are ready. We're playing Harvest Moon for SNES.
Oh.
Wait.
Well,
did I hear that? Or did you say Moon?
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Moon.
Harvest Sailor Moon.
So, do you want me to get my box out? Because I'm a big original Harvest Moon fan. The new ones is not a Harvest Moon. That's a different company that made those.
The ones under the name Stories Seasons.
Well, there's a funny story about all the Harvest Moon stuff.
The original company that was making Harvest Moon, they now make Story Season. And they are slowly getting the rights to the old titles and re-releasing them as new ones. For instance, Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. Used to be Harvest Moon, Friends of Mineral Town.
Yeah, I think there was recently announced Story of Seasons of Wonderful Life, which I have Harvest Moon of Wonderful Life. I think that's
so do my sister and I.
I think that's the GameCube one.
That is the GameCube one. There is another Wonderful Life. So So old Harvest Moon games, what they would do is that they would do 2 releases up until they started releasing on the Wii and DS anyway. But before then, GameCube and before, it was always, like, there was 2 releases of Harvest Moon games. There was one where you played as either a male character, and then there was one where you played as a female character. Sometimes they would swap it. For instance, I believe A Wonderful Life you play as female, but that may be another Wonderful Life. Normally, it's the male released first, and then the female.
I think I'm going to be spending some of the 30 minutes going to the how to play, because I'm sure that's going to be instrumental, having not played the Harvest Moon game before.
Yep.
I have played all of the Harvest Moon games that Marvelous has made.
Okay.
And so Marvelous still owns Seasons, of course. Their development company now? I forgot what they called it. It's now called Xseed Games.
Xseed, yeah.
And they also make games called Rune Factory.
Yeah.
Well, one of them is literally just called Rune Factory, a Harvest Moon fantasy. I own Rune Factory for Special, which was basically a definitive re-release onto the Switch. And 5 was announced not too long ago. They are very fun games.
I'm gonna go ahead and pause your story for a little bit, just to get the countdown going, and then you can continue where you left off. But is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Say so.
Okay, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Harvest Moon. Anyway, go ahead.
Watching how to play.
Anyway, continue your story.
Let me think. Where was I? Oh, yeah, the Rune Factory games. It's basically just even more anime-esque is what the Rune Factory games are. Because Harvest Moon, you'll see with, like, character portraits, it's kind of anime-like. Of course, I don't know if this has portraits. I know the Game Boy Advance one did, which was Friends of Mineral Town. The GameCube ones, they had portraits in the status screens, but not when you were... Well, I think they might have had portraits if you're speaking to someone. I don't remember.
Alright, this is a good tutorial, I guess.
Oi.
Just watching my character run around and do things.
You know what? I think I learned all I can because I don't think I'm going to understand this game, so...
Yeah, this seems like... I would imagine these are the kinds of games where it's like, if you haven't played one before, you have to put in a fair bit of time into it to be able to fully understand. Like, if I had, before this, played Stardew Valley, wildly popular indie game that takes cues from Harvest Moon, as I was alluding to earlier, I'd probably definitely, like, have more of a basis for Harvest Moon.
I can tell you this. The Harvest Moon games that came out after this one do play a little differently. Okay. And on the Game Boy Advance, Friends of Mineral Town, that one shakes up about everything a little bit more, adds in a bunch of quality of life changes, and then you have Marvelous's and Xseed's re-releases as of late, which adds in a whole lot more just great changes. I can't speak today.
Hey y'all, Scott here. I realized that agriculture can take up a little bit much of my time, so I figured I could do the next best thing and start a food basket. Oh, look at that. It seems that the company here provided me with a copy of Harvest Moon.
God damn it. Is that an actual Scott the Woz episode?
No, I just came up with that on the spot.
Is it bad to say that I honestly expect that from a Scott the Woz thing?
Yeah, totally the character. It fits.
Also, I have not played this Harvest Moon a whole lot, so I can't really say much about this one, but if you have questions about other Harvest Moon games, then feel free to ask.
Are they good?
Yes, the
that
original.
My questions.
Make sure, if you're gonna play Harvest Moon, make sure it was made by Marvelous. Because if you don't, you're gonna have a
Marvelous, or in this case, Natsume.
I think they had to be part of it, but so long as Marvelous is somewhere in the developers or team for the Harvest Moon game, it's guaranteed to be good. But once you don't see Marvelous anywhere on that box, put it back in the discount bin.
Oh no.
Oof.
You gotta sacrifice it because it's rotten.
So I actually have 2 Harvest Moon games for the DS. Well, I have one, my sister has one. That was not made by Marvelous. This was when Harvest Moon for a while was not being announced. And then all of a sudden these ones were. The art style was completely changed. None of the characters made a return from previous games, and Marvelous was nowhere on the box. And it sucked. The games were like, so the only thing grindy about any of the Harvest Moon games, or I guess Story of Season games now, was money. And even then, it's not that hard to get a lot of money. You could go through half of the year, get a ton of money, and from the rest of the time, just forage around the forest to make more money and never have to worry. And the current Harvest Moon games, yeah, you need a bunch of different things for the most simplest of stuff that in the Marvelous games, anyway, Marvelous Harvest Moon or Story Seasons, you just needed a bit of either lumber and stone with money or just money. In current Harvest Moon games, you need everything from 4 different types of ore, money, lumber, and stone, and that ore is random on how you get it. It's not set to a specific stone, it is on a random number generator. And just to get married in one of these games, you had to find the rarest metal in the game. And I think there was actually, a record time of finding the 2 of these metal you needed just to get a large bed, which was the last requirement needed to get married. You need 2 of this rare metal. This guy's record, I think, was 3 months he got his second one. This is real time, really, not in-game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's... Oh, can I play piano? Oh.
So again, if you look at some old Harvest Moon games, or even like just any DS Harvest Moon game, if it doesn't say Marvelous, put it back down.
I'm clearly still in Final Fantasy V mode because my immediate instinct was to try to play the piano.
I tried to play the organ too. I tried being Ocarina of Time Ganondorf.
My kind of like free time game for like the past for the past week or 2 has been Final Fantasy V, and since I've been trying to get everything in that game, playing all the pianos was one of the things I had to do. One could say it was, in fact, instrumental.
See what you did there. In fact, this is deserved.
Yeah, I beat FF5 the other day, including doing all the optional content, including the super bosses, and it was a good time, but I had to hyper cheat the super bosses. Because those bosses suck ass to fight.
Can't imagine.
I imagine you would probably know something like that, Polk, having done the 4-job fiesta.
Yeah, I've beaten them a few times. Don't want to face them without a tactic, because, oh, God.
Yeah, I posted the, so one of the super bosses has a, attack that they use right at the start of the fight. Unless you have something equipped to absorb that element, it's just gonna immediately wipe your party almost certainly, because it did 8,000 damage to me, and I had already done a lot of grinding.
Get some core rings, or...
Yeah. Yeah. But, and ironically enough, that's the easier of the 2 bosses. So...
Also...
The other one doesn't have just a way of killing your characters. They can pretty much take them out of existence.
Yo, they have a village drunk in this game.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! They have drunk uncle.
So there is
the drunk.
So with Marvelous, there is always a recurring theme that one character who absolutely loves to get drunk. Most of the time, it's normally a bachelorette that you can marry later in the game. But sometimes there's two people, and one of them is a guy that ends up owning a winery or an inn or something of the sort. I don't know about this game, though.
Blue bird.
Yo, quick question.
Yes?
I can't tell if this is her face or if she's wearing something I don't understand. Like, what? I get weird vibes from this. I'm kind of scared that she's gonna. I'm not sure I like the smile on her face. I'm gonna leave.
Always trust the creepy smile.
No, I'm good. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Found the fortune teller.
So I don't know about Harvest Moon 64, but the fortune teller does not make its way, as far as I know, either past this game or even past 64 if they're in the 64 game. If they are in the 64 game, as far as I know, the fortune teller does not make a return.
Alright, who else do I have to listen to? I want to talk to you!
I want to get out of this place, but apparently I have to talk to more people.
Yeah. Oh, I think I got an item.
If there's someone behind a counter, you have to go around the counter to talk to them.
Yeah, well, sorry about that.
I feel like I've talked to everyone already.
I think the main point of the matter is getting all the basic tools that you need, because I talked to one person, they gave me something. I imagine doing stuff like that is particularly what the game is looking for.
As far as home?
As far as I know, this is the only Harvest Moon game that kind of locks you into meeting all the villagers.
Lovely.
I want to be antisocial.
I just want to retire. I just want to retire to my farm and never have to speak to any human being ever again.
I just want to talk to people online because people in real life disgust me.
I couldn't agree more.
Been there, done that.
Ouch.
Also, if anyone actually wants to try and get in the Harvest Moon games, probably one of your best bets to start in is Friends of Mineral. If you want the definitive version, get Story of Seasons. That's it.
Quick question on that, Flame. How do you feel about Stardew Valley?
Oh, I love Stardew Valley. I haven't played it in a while. The last time I played it, it was me. It was back during like season 4 of the PSL. My team captain and our previous team captain, we were playing multiplayer for a while, and then we just kind of never continued.
Ah, sad.
We played, I want to say we did like 6 sessions of it and then just stopped playing.
This is the only one I really fully played, and I didn't finish the year right that I was there either.
Honestly, I feel like that's
even
if it's not technically a Harvest Moon game, I feel like that's also like another game that you could go to as like a first one if you want to get into Harvest Moon, just based on what I hear other people say about Stardew Valley.
Yeah. It's pretty close in the way how it does things. One thing though, if you do decide to try and get into Harvest Moon, there is no fighting monsters or anything. The most fighting you do is hitting moles over the head with a hammer because they'll steal your crops.
And some whack-a-mole, I see.
That's pretty much about it.
You're prequel to Mailmania.
However, if you like the like combat aspects and almost RPG aspects that Stardew Valley had, play Rune Factory. That is an RPG.
Yep.
Are you gonna let me leave now? No. Why would you?
Let me leave. I've talked to everyone I could find. And
I think you have to talk to them in a specific order.
I also believe one of them would give you a watering can or some kind of tool. And
I got a watering can,
around
seeds. Apparently there's a shed somewhere where you can get more tools.
I haven't found the shed. Or at least I don't think I have.
I'm not sure which one is the shed.
I think... Because everything kind of just looks the same. buildings. Did I talk to you?
For its time, I'm sure this was a great game. And it probably is if we knew what we were doing.
Yes.
I would imagine it falls under the banner of a lot of games that we've had on here before, particularly when it comes to RPGs, where it falls under the banner of all there in the manual.
I found the shed, guys.
Where is it?
Bottom right from your house.
I can't even get back to my house because this stupid fuck won't let me through.
Hold on,
Yep.
let me see where you're at.
I'm
Are you still in like the first day?
like the town area, yeah.
We're still having to talk to the villagers.
I actually got past that.
I'm done with that bit.
As far as I know, I've talked to everyone. This is why I think you have to talk to them in a specific order.
No, I think you're just gonna talk to all of them, man.
Oh.
Didn't even
I've
drop
missed-
anything, grab it.
Someone. Also, don't be afraid to go into any door. Like, literally the whole world is open to you, otherwise it will say you can't go in there or someone will stop you.
Let's check the inside of buildings again. The
Maybe.
big trouble. Figuring out how to get past the tutorial.
There we go.
Nah.
Yeah, so
Big
again,
obstacle.
if you see, like, doors in the back buildings, enter them, there might be someone there.
Yeah, that's my current plan. I thought I had gone through most of them, but there might have been one that I missed, so I'm currently tracing my way through all the buildings again.
I got the watering can, guys.
Right.
There's like one or two different NPCs that I had to like
find,
go
water.
across the bar to talk to them.
I think I was
So
already
I
in
wasn't
this
even
area.
trying to get out of the town originally at first. I was originally trying to get through my rant, and then I started talking to people.
We're only 15 minutes in.
And most of us are still tutorializing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, picking up weeds and just throwing them is less time wasty than just slicing with the
Good morning, Mr.
Just
Wise.
Actually, okay. So here's the thing about using the scythe on weeds. So just picking items up uses stamina.
Oh.
You use less stamina by cutting weeds with the scythe than you do picking them up. However, it's so insignificant of amount difference that you could do either.
I actually.
In this game, it's probably more useful to use the scythe, though, because I'm going off of what I know from the most popular Harvest Moon game, which was Friends of Mineral Town.
Right.
Which I may or may not have 3 copies if you count Story of Seasons.
Uh-oh. I guess
I
I'm
get to
getting
the-
too tired.
I gotta name the dog.
Yep.
This dog is a reoccurring dog in almost all of the games.
Lovely.
And eventually, and I think it starts on the Wii games, you can actually, instead of a random pet, you can choose your pet by befriending a stray.
Aw.
And I think you can have up to either 2 or 3 pets. And that Harvest Moon game, if anyone's wondering, is called Harvest Moon Tree of Tranquility, which was like the 2nd or 3rd most popular.
I picked up dog.
I got a dog
Yay.
too.
Look at dog. Dog is
Can't pick
cute.
up the doggo.
Can you pet the dog in this game?
Picking it up is how you pet.
That's a phrase.
That's pretty much how you pet your pets or smaller animals is by picking them up.
Okay, so I think I might figure out what the problem was having. So somebody had mentioned the talking to people from behind the counter.
Yep.
That was me.
Yeah.
You actually have to go around and talk
Yeah,
to them.
well, I was gonna say, yeah, because you can still talk to at least some. I have one that I couldn't talk to unless I was behind the counter, but you can still talk to them across the counter, but they give you different dialogue, so that's almost certainly what was throwing me off.
Yeah, so the thing about that is more so the fact of, hold on, can I even pause?
There you go, little guy. You get to stay in here.
So that has always been, like, as far as I know, because of how this game works, it's always been hey, you either get a dialogue as in you're a customer from across the counter, or if you go around the counter, you're talking to the person themselves and not, hey, they're doing their job.
Yeah.
So pretty much, if you want to actually talk to the person, go around the counter.
Go around the counter. That's how you get an encounter.
Oh, and one thing to keep in mind, if anyone who does start playing the Harvest Moon games, if you have a certain item that you want to give to an NPC to increase their either friendship or affection or whatever, always go around the counter. Because if you try and do it from across the counter, you will either A, enter the shop dialogue, or B, you will drop the item and it will immediately disappear. If you're fast enough, you can pick it back up, but 9 times out of 10, it's gonna disappear before you realize you dropped it.
Great. Exactly what you want.
Yoink. Gotta go to the watering hole to fill up the water can, otherwise, no water. Lovely. Clean up your line.
And what would essentially is B, let you jump over your fence. In later games, you can actually jump over one tile, anything that's just short. So like the stones, weeds, even branches, you'll be able to jump over one of them. But in this game, I think it's just your fence.
Shit,
My name is You Do It.
Fuck up. I can't tell.
If we're RBC, we're gonna name you. Let's see, RBC 2.
No.
Equal.
Electric Boogaloo.
Yep.
You have a new house, RBC 2.
I named mine Doe after the new Pokemon Fido.
I just
Nice.
named mine.
It just makes me think of Tom Fox's alert. just the ah. I forgot what it's supposed to be.
The Quagsire.
No, not that one. Not that.
Oh, not the Quagsire one.
The quick weird noise like one.
Oh, the Shadow
Something like
Mario
Is that what it was?
from Mario Golf. Yeah. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea what I'm doing.
That's
That's pretty much how most of these games are gonna start. You don't know what you're doing unless you do the full tutorial.
Yeah. Well, I started the tutorial. So I started the tutorial, but it wasn't really like explaining things. It was just me watching my character running around doing things.
Yeah, that's how most of the tutorials go. But as far as I know, from 64 onward, it has a text box with those little scenes telling you exactly what your character is doing and how to do it.
Yeah, I mean that's the part that this tutorial is lacking, is the explanation for what your character's doing, how they're doing it, and why it's important.
Yeah. Oh, one thing I just remembered. If you have any sort of bag of seeds, just any seeds, I'm not so sure about this one, but I'm going to assume it's the case because it was the case in 64 and Friends of Mineral Town. If you want to plant anything, you make a 3x3 patch with the hoe to plant the seeds in. Because if you don't till the soil in a 3x3, you're not going to get all the seeds.
I will counter that you may want to leave one spot on the site open so you can water the middle part. Some plants will not allow you to walk through them, and you might not be able to water the one right in the middle if it's completely surrounded.
Correct. The DS and Wii Harvest Moon games changed that, so you can walk over and through all of your plants.
Mm-hmm.
I think there is a set number of plants you can't do that with, but they get made. You only get to plant one, and they go in like a line or something.
Alright, so my current assumption is just to start doing some cleanup. Did you reset soon?
I wasted my seeds.
Oh.
Ooh,
You did the
that's not
exact
good.
thing I was talking about, didn't you?
Well, the thing is that we believe the first bag of seed you get is on the regular grass for feeding animals. You might want to get up another set of seed of turnips from the general store or the florists.
Yeah.
Those would actually be worth money.
Where do I go?
All I've done so far is throw grass and hit tree stumps with an axe.
I'm basically just cleaning up my area here.
So
Also,
if you're beginning-
you'll notice after you have either used a tool enough or picked up enough of a certain item, your character will start doing like some animations, making it look like they're tired.
Yeah, just.
So I don't know if they do it in this one, but in Friends of Town, and I believe 64, your face would turn blue if you were about to collapse.
Ooh.
If you collapse, you skip a whole day.
Yeah, no, that's not good.
So
Well,
any farming chores that need to be done, you will skip those.
So right now I'm in the position of my character is tired enough that I cannot do any actions. Anytime I try to do an action, he just kind of falls over and looks tired. So
Yeah, you're probably gonna want to go to bed at that point.
At that point,
Yeah.
that is the sign to either eat food or go to bed. Which, with how early we are, food is out of the question.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah.
not an option
now I gotta find where my bed is.
in your house.
Back in your house.
Yeah, well I gotta find where my house is in all these
Oh,
buildings.
to the left.
Wait, you mean there are
This is
beds
just-
that aren't in your house?
If you're on your farm,
Right.
top left of the screen.
I found the bed.
I mean, you could have the stable as a bed and you could be baby Jesus.
He's not gonna sleep in a menagerie. What the fuck?
Oh,
Also, it seems like in this game, it has you-
No crib for
In this game,
a
it seems to have
bed.
you save as you go to bed, from what I
Yeah.
can tell, because it wouldn't let me interact with the player.
Yep, that's what it looks like.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
So they probably either changed it in 64 or after the 64 Harvest Moon, because normally it's you can either choose to just go to bed or you can save at any time.
Alright, well, let's go back to what we were doing. Cleaning up the place.
On a bright side, running does not take any of your stamina. You can run all day long.
Yay!
That's surprising.
Good.
You can
I also-
also just hold the run button and run into a wall infinitely, so that's another thing.
I don't know how profitable that would be to you, but
Actually, it can be very profitable in one aspect. So, in a lot of the early Harvest Moon games, but basically you had a little step counter watch thing. It would track your steps. Well, there's a special type of, I guess, berry. I don't know if it was a berry or some type of fruit in these games that will increase your stamina when you have one. There's, I think, either 8 or 10 in the game total. And some of them are harder to get than others, because sometimes it's through winning a festival, sometimes you have to buy it in a specific festival, sometimes it's both, depending on the festival. Other times it's by doing certain things, like in Friends of Mineral Town, I believe one of them was to either take 1,000 steps or 100,000 steps, and you would get one of the berries.
Which way do I go for town? Is it left?
I
bear
believe it is
poetry.
left, yes. Now, what it was originally in that little step meter thing, in the original Friends of Mineral Town, you could just run into a wall and the step counter would go up the entire time. In more Friends of Mineral Town, they fixed that. And in the re-release Story of Seasons of Friends of Mineral Town, they also fixed it. So there is no cheesing that one.
alright. Let's go plant a seed in the last about 2 minutes that we have left.
Time flies.
Flies when you're learning how to play a
I'm still
game.
lost. I don't know how
Yeah.
to get to town.
It
wait, never
should
mind,
be
I found it.
straight left.
Oh,
I
you can rearrange
did
your
not
fence.
see
Go
it.
figure.
I see it now.
I have to fill up my watering can, I suppose.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, is it? I can't tell if it's Sunday.
It's always
That's
Sunday
like
and Harvest
Sunday.
Moon.
I could say that this is a cute idea, and I think I would get into the game if I actually knew what I was doing, but for now, this is kind of on the level of, this may not be for me.
What am I
So-
doing? Yeah.
There's a reason I kept, like, when I said, if you want to start playing, try Friends of Rental Town, is because that is the most, like, new player friendly.
Ah.
Gotcha.
I guess yes.
Our shop's not open on Sundays.
Most shops, I believe, are closed Sundays.
Everybody's gotta go.
Aside from the bar.
Everybody has to go to church.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just do some chores then. I'll just cut down some weeds.
Simple as that.
Yep. Well, my character's tired now. Time for him to go to sleep.
Go to
Yep.
I feel like this is the most Scott the Woz approach I've been taking this whole thing. Is just
Remember, he doesn't like RPGs.
I mean,
true, but this isn't really an RPG now, is it?
I'm gonna say this falls under a slightly different banner than RPG, I would say.
This falls under farming sim. You
Yeah.
know, like the last Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Not like we've seen enough farming sims in recent memory in Nintendo Directs.
If I remember correctly, back when Marvelous was still using Nintendo as a publisher, they
Oh shit.
I believe they specifically said the Harvest Moon games are a slice of life farming simulator.
All right. Well,
I mean,
we have hit 30 minutes.
Alright.
So no more harvesting any moons for us. When we come back from break, we're gonna be playing my game next. We'll see you in a bit.
See
Yay.
you soon.
See ya.
Also, if you guys want any more recommendations that can be new player friendly, I have a few.
I mean, I would imagine Stardew Valley's pretty new player friendly.
I meant Harvest Moon, or yeah, Story of Seasons.
Yeah, I mean, like other like Harvest Moon akin games, like in the Stardew Valley.
Because, like, the reason I bring up Friends of Menor Town so much about it being new player friendly is that its tutorial, like I said, the text box through the whole like cutscene thing. It tells you what you should be pressing to do what, and basically just how to use all your tools, how to clean up your all of it. And you get little tutorials, not necessarily scene wise, but just told what buttons to press when you get new tools or when you get new animals, stuff like that. And there are all hidden things that you're never told about that pop up as well.
Here's a little interesting fun fact, Okami. I just got a DM from my friend Rusty Jim Job, and I think he might be interested in joining the next Retro Book Club. Well,
Potentially.
potentially. I'll have to see if he's serious in his DMs, because we have a lot of jokes going on between us. Like that age race joke that we had.
Oh boy.
Alright, well, we're back. It's time for another game. For me.
It's your game.
Yeah, I've got a game.
Oh no.
So, fun story. Next Monday is my birthday, so I get to celebrate being old again.
Yay.
But because of that, I typically around my birthday for RBC, I usually like to bring games that I play as a kid, which usually involves bringing a Game Boy game of some kind, because that is like the console I had as a kid. And that is no exception here, because I brought a game that it's a pretty popular game, although I think for a lot of people, they played the NES version. So it may be a bit weirder getting accustomed to the Game Boy version. But Game Boy version is the one that just feels the most natural to me because of it being the version that I played. This is the Game Boy version of Bobble.
Ooh.
I like where this is going. Hey, baby, you want to bubble my bobble?
Oh my gosh.
Stop that.
Yep. Yep.
Matt,
No.
I will hit you with a Market Gardener as many times as I need to.
Yay! Harder, Daddy.
One thing I
What
did.
the fuck? No!
Okay, then. I'm just gonna step away.
Sorry.
No, you're fine. Truthfully, I don't care. I've heard way worse. And I mean that. I mean
I've been
that.
there for the worst stuff.
No, you haven't, because there are people that I don't consider friends anymore that I knew before you.
Ah.
Oh boy.
You have not seen the worst.
Oh, worse than what she just said? Or they just said?
Yes, worse than what she said. What
Guys,
she
I
to
just
me?
spelled Bubble wrong.
Captain.
It's a B.
Nice. But what she said was very tame to some of the things I've heard.
That's surprising.
So I unfortunately didn't. I wanted to try to find like some sort of database with this info, but I wasn't able to. One of the things that sets apart the Game Boy version of Bubble Bobble from the NES version is there's more boss fights. There's a boss fight after for each 25th floor. I wanted to find passwords to provide for people for if they wanted to try specifically those boss fights, but I couldn't find information about that. So unfortunately, we'll have to go from the beginning. But I think in half an hour we can at least get to the first boss at stage 25.
First boss percent, got it.
Yeah. I could find like information for like bosses from like for the final stage, a password for the final stage, but not like a full list of passwords. Only for the NES version. Which, sad, but that how it be.
Makes sense. It's probably the version everyone played.
Yeah. Anyway, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I
Yep.
am.
Okay.
Me.
Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bubble Bobble.
Also, Pixie's in my chat. Do you actually harvest moon in a Harvest Moon?
Final boss,
There, I
harvesting the
believe-
moon.
I actually
about to say-
here's the thing. I'm gonna take this question literally real quick. So I don't know about the original Harvest Moon, but I do know that in later entries there is actually a flower called a moondrop flower. And a lot of times the description tends to be something about the actual essence of the moon being in that flower.
Alright, so
Of course.
So if you're only familiar with like NES Bubble or even some other versions of Bubble Bobble, one thing with this game you gotta get used to is you cannot see the entire screen all at once.
You kind of noticing that.
Yeah. It's a lot more zoomed in. So
Well, first death, here we go.
Yeah.
It begins.
there are unlimited continues. Fortunately, death just sends you back to your starting point in the stage, but all the enemies you defeat along the way will remain defeated, with game over restarting the stage you're on. So, game overs are pretty forgiving. And you get 3 lives each continue. So, which is enough to get through most stages. There are some stages that get really later, but I don't think we're gonna reach that point.
I will say, I think the weirdest thing about this game, to me at least, is Bub's momentum.
Yeah, a little bit. Like, it's not something I think about too much, but I can definitely see that.
I think it's kind of similar to the originals on that situation.
Hi, Pixie. How you doing? Guys, you wanna know how my brain feels right now?
How does your brain feel?
Yes.
Let me put this in a retro book club. There you go. That's how I feel. That's how my brain feels.
Oh, boy.
I'm not sorry.
Oh my god.
I have absolutely
I
nothing
need-
going
I
on in my
need to see this.
brain.
What?
Yeah. So yeah, there's-
And much like with the original Bubble Bobble, there are certain special bubbles that do certain things. Like in the what round am I at? Round 5. You have the water bubble, which can slaughter a bunch of... Yeah, it slaughters a bunch of enemies all at once if you can hit them with it. Oh, I think this is this the stage with the mages with projectiles? Is that where they get introduced?
Son of a bitch!
Might be a bit later. Oh, nope, they're here.
So, when can I expect a Scott the Woz episode on Bobble?
Yeah.
Hey, all Scott here.
How many...
Also, I can confirm Okami Rusty does want to join Retro Book Club one day, so...
Okay, well, you can send him a link to the Discord then.
Sounds good. I'll provide it to him once we take our next break.
Sounds like a plan.
Good.
Yep, I'll let him know the guidelines on how streams go and what games to bring along for the ride.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got?
Lots of jank.
Well, games are pretty straightforward. Anything before GameCube.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Anything on the this is a console we can do with.
Yeah. So, before GameCube, does that also include no DS?
There is a message in the pins that has a full list of available consoles. With some having the stipulation of if you submit a game for this, you might need to submit a backup because it can be a bit of a finicky console, so...
Yeah, like N64, PlayStation.
N64. PlayStation can be relatively tame. DOS sure is something at times.
Oh my goodness, he's fast! He's Sonic! He's more Sonic than actual Sonic!
Oh, you got the shoes, didn't you? The shoes are like the worst power-up because it's so impossible to control yourself.
Gotta go fast.
But why would I
Gotta go
want to
fast.
control myself?
And you also lose the shoes after death, so... There is also that. Also,
Oh, for God's sakes!
because I would imagine it is in this game. Oh yeah, I see the shoes as well. I'm not gonna get the shoes. One item that you might get a lot of good use out of if you manage to find it is the umbrella. The umbrella is generally used to skip a bunch of stages. Like all at once. You pick it up and just you skip like anywhere between 2 and 5 stages.
Fancy.
Wasn't there also an item?
What's up?
There's
Was
You're saying something, Beak?
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't there an item in also original Bubble Bobble where that could happen?
Yeah. That's actually what I was taking from original Bubble Bobble, which I'm kind of just assuming it's in this one as well, from my retained knowledge of this game, because, like, even if this is the version I grew up on, the one I'm more familiar with at this point is NES Bubble Bobble.
Yep. Yeah, but did you ever get a true ending of Bubble Bobble?
I think they do something kind of like it, but I do not remember specifically how it works, because you don't really have the circumstance from NES Bubble Bobble of having to play 2-player to get the true ending.
Yeah. Yep, that could
Guys, I'm stuck in a giant bub. Please help.
And help. Yeah,
Please help.
trying to navigate around some stages is something.
Yeah.
It really is a thing. Oh, for God's sakes!
Oh, time for lightning!
There are no gods here, only Bub.
Another bit of physics you have to try to get used to is bubble jumping, where you hold down the A button while jumping on a bubble, and you can keep continuously jumping on it without it getting popped. How many lives am I at? Oh, I still got a decent supply of lives. Well,
I've already game over like 3 times, so...
I kinda wish this game had achievements.
Bubble Bobble sure ain't easy.
Fuck me!
I would
they
imagine the
shot-
NES version of Bubble.
They shot Saturn at me.
I would imagine the NES version of Bubble Bobble has achievements.
Yeah,
I believe
and I don't want to touch them because some of them can look rough.
I just got killed by
guys, I
Space
hate Saturn.
Invaders.
Alright, time to try to nail the rest of these stupid ass dolphins. Oh, I'm gonna need to get inside that heart, am I?
Oh my God, guys, I got a floppy disk. Wow.
You too have found.
Wow.
Well, that works.
Wow!
That's a double KO. That's fine.
Ah, fuck you! They keep shooting Saturn at me, guys, help!
Also,
Please!
also for anyone unfamiliar with Bobble, there's also the hurry up mechanic, where if you spend too long on a stage, you will start getting assaulted by the true terror.
Yep.
The Baron.
God damn it!
Baron Blark. I think that's his name.
Yeah. And he will come after you if you take too damn long. And in later stages, he starts coming after you almost immediately, so you just have to consistently deal with him throughout the stage.
Why?
Because Bobble takes no prisoners.
Yeah, you're not wrong about that.
Oh, you just gave me an idea.
Oh no, that's bad.
Dangerous.
Hey all, Scott here. I decided to take my investments into this arcade cabinet. Now then, let's see what we have first. Reels to be Sonic Chamfer cabinet. Damn it!
Oh god damn it! That is on brand.
I think I picked up long range bubbles at one point.
Hold on. There's one that would be worse.
What?
Robo Chibi Ziplash.
Chibi Robo Ziplash. Damn it, I thought I flushed this thing!
Not wrong.
And then he tries to flush the arcade cabinet and
The
he
whole
gets
cabinet.
It fucking blows.
Suddenly you see his whole house flooded.
What?
Yep.
I'm sorry, check it out!
God damn it.
Oh, is this the one? Fuck! This is one of the stages with the lightning bolts. Oh, okay. Let's do this. That's some good doing. Oh, that's my game over.
God damn it.
Thank you. Oh, I'm out.
so fucking mad with this game.
I'm apparently
There
up
you
to
go, I found
round 17 currently, which isn't bad.
It's better than me. I
Blood
think
has
I'm at
loading
9.
later. Okay, so it seems like that didn't work. So
One exploding house later.
I figured it'd be refugee. But
Oh,
hey,
shit.
not. But on the bright side, well, my house.
I'm sorry, am I playing Galaga now?
What did you do?
Somebody reads the Space Invaders too, huh?
There's a reference to Space Invaders in here.
It's a title game.
Yeah.
Well, on the bright side, I wasn't. Well, the bad news is that we couldn't get everything out of the house. The good news is I found a place to stay, and they let me bring along my arcade cabinet of Bobble.
God damn it! That's too fitting.
I remember
Sounds
someone.
like alright.
I remember someone made a Scott the Woz custom intro for the fact that Quentin Refuse was watching Sam and Cat, and said in one episode they were literally babysitting Scott the Woz.
This just sounds like a Twitter gimmick account in the making. Rejected Scott the Woz intros.
I think I might have to start that. Don't give me ideas.
Umbrella.
I have done a bad. I might be boned.
Funny enough, the first one I ever came up with was apparently Scott the Woz having to do community service, and he talks about side quests and games.
I mean, just,
Is that game over again?
At,
Yep.
I don't remember the name of it here.
I'm stuck. I'm trapped here.
No more heroes.
I'm trapped. Help.
Yeah, you have to try to get bubble jumping down now, too, which is something to try to do.
Oh, I found it. Never mind. Water released me.
Yeah, the water is how you actually are hopefully intended to get out of there.
Excuse me. Okay. Fuck.
I just shot myself with lightning.
Fuck, this is gonna be impossible to do.
Oh my goodness. The letters I have spell out how I feel about this current run. XD.
Yeah, I have the letters X and D as well. Okay, this should nail him. 1, 2.
Welcome to Bobble Gale of Darkness.
Yo, I love Gale of Darkness.
Gale of Darkness is
It's one of
good.
my favorites.
What? What the fuck? Oh,
It was also one of my first Pokemon games.
Let me up. Let me up.
I played some of the
No.
main series ones at that point, but Gale of
said go
Darkness
back.
was one of the earlier ones that I did play. Oh, now I gotta bubble jump up here, don't I? Yep! Oh, ooh. Umbrella.
I don't know what the
Yeah,
fuck
you got
I'm
an umbrella too,
supposed to do.
Yep, I grabbed myself an
Uh,
umbrella. I think
I
there
know.
are, like, ways to manipulate how the umbrella, like, when you can get the umbrella to show up, which can work for, like, speedruns and what have you. Or as somebody I know does, 1 credit runs of Bobble.
So done.
Specifically the NES version.
Guys, I have beer.
Hooray.
Probably starting to score as such.
Alright, so I should be coming up on the first boss soon. I think I'm on...
First boss, so between the levels.
I think I'm on... yeah, I'm on round 24 now, so round 25 should be the boss. And how am I doing on lives? I still got some.
Fuck Saturn!
Yeah, you sound. Yeah, you do really sound more like a Dreamcast person.
Dreamcast doesn't have Panzer Dragoon.
See, I was gonna make a Sailor Moon joke.
Also, to be
but,
fair, a lot of people said fuck Saturn. That's a useful
Even
power.
Sega.
I mean,
again, I could make a Sailor Moon joke with that one.
yeah, the problem is, even if Sony wasn't really in the console business at that time, or at least not to the level they're at now, they did the one mistake of trying to beat Sony to market. Also, first boss, my name is Cream, come on!
Oh no.
That was an invasion.
Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh yeah.
Pick up a power up to basically allow you to shoot. Oh, I might have... Yep, I owned myself.
Guys,
That's fine.
let me
Back
out!
to my Saturn.
I want out!
Let me out! Yeah, that's one of the more annoying points to get stuck in.
Shit.
Thank you, sweet relief.
I'm dead. Hey, round 15, guys.
Oh. Well, I was asking for that one. I should just do the cheese method for this, but I want to try and fight this boss proper. Oh my god.
So,
Oh, what the hell? That's rude.
Ah.
so question though, Kobe, how do I get out of here?
That's the fun part. You
yeah.
don't.
You have to try a bubble jump, but that's not easy to do in a situation like that. Alternatively, you have to try to...
Put bubbles around!
Yeah, alternatively, you have to put down... You have to try to use any potential lightning, I would imagine.
You know what, that's just...
Or just let the Baron inevitably kill you.
The Sega Saturn is the only console when knowing Japanese is a prerequisite.
Yeah.
Ouch. But, yeah, fair.
Nothing wrong?
I assume that's why it failed in the West.
They rushed the Saturn over here.
Yep.
And as a result of that, it cost, I think it was $400 MSRP. And
Yeah, they also caught a lot of shops in by surprise. Nobody could stock it. And, well, the price of a PlayStation just kind of...
yeah, they
Okay, you know what? Hold on.
when
Because
one of
I'm
the
gonna do
mo-
this real fast.
I was gonna say that was like a very legendary moment in the game industry was hearing the price of the original PlayStation.
Uh,
Yeah, hang on. So the Sega Saturn was released in November 22nd, 1994. So I'm gonna get an inflation calculator up ready. I want to know what that 400 is nowadays.
Sweet relief.
Oh, I think I found the popcorn stage. Popcorn party is what it says.
All right, so
Yeah, 'cause-
1994, right?
What's up?
1994, right? That's what I said the Saturn released on?
I think that's what you said.
Okay.
Oh, I finally beat it!
Hooray!
So let's see. 400 back then would equal, roughly $800 now.
Yeah. Yeah.
No.
And developers, like Saturn was also apparently a notoriously hard system to program games for, which...
How much was the PS1?
Oh,
$299, I think?
yeah. Look up the story of how the PS1 got its price tag announced. It is a story to behold.
The guy had a whole set of sheet for a presentation, and he decided, you know what? I'll just throw this away. Stepped up to the podium, $299.
So
walked away.
Yeah. Oh my god, I'm gonna have to look at that. Yeah, PS1 was released for $299 on December 3rd. Wow, a day after my birthday.
I think there's actually here. Let me look it up because I think I've seen Gaming Historian talk about it before.
Yep. I believe it was Sega's biggest mistakes.
Yeah.
Yep. That was an episode.
Yeah, I enjoyed the biggest mistakes videos that he makes. He recently did one for Microsoft as well.
I believe so, yes.
Yeah.
And one for Nintendo.
My real birthday. Kinda. I was born in 97. But, yeah, that nowadays would be around roughly $600 for PS1.
Here we go. Sega's 3 biggest mistakes. I will link it in the RBC room for anybody who wants to watch it later.
Alright.
It is real good.
I mean, a lot of Norm's videos are pretty good.
Yes.
I can go super fast now.
Historian Chef's Kiss.
I definitely watched a few times this episode on NES light guns.
Yeah, I also watched one on the Punch Out. Punch Out, good stuff.
Yeah,
I don't so bad at this game.
I don't focus as much on like the episodes talking about like individual games and the history behind them. I tend to be more interested in the history of certain pieces of hardware.
But that's
like,
part of what's interesting about this Punch Out one is that they actually explain how they came up with the cabinet for them, because seemingly they had too many televisions and they wanted to find a way to make arcades that use 2 screens instead of just 1. Hence why they came up with the Punch Out.
Alright. We're still... There's still some time. We're 20 minutes in currently.
Stage 22.
Yeah, so some of you might be able to also reach the first boss.
I don't think I'm able to because I'm currently stuck against these weird flighty guys, just all stuck and crammed together.
Yeah, you gotta either hit him with lightning or you have to hit him with like a well-timed bubble to put him in one. Kind of annoying to do.
Well, I gotta say, the stage I was just on, I definitely recognized it. Oh, I see why. I'm pretty sure it was John that got stuck in that. Let's see. I'm assuming what round I'm on is the level I'm on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so round 19. I remember John getting stuck in that level on stream once.
I'm on round 22.
At least I'm pretty sure it was John.
There's a infamous stage. It's like round 57 or 59. It's somewhere in that ballpark. That's like really hard to do. Because it's like you have to do a bubble jump to get up to where the enemies are, but they're also the type of enemies that rain down projectiles on you.
No, right.
It's time.
2 isn't bad.
Well, now I'm reminded of that one DS game of Bobble, where one version, I believe, is technically impossible to beat because the game will simply not progress.
Yeah.
It will lost upon the boss for that stage.
I forget if it was one of the Bubble games or if it was one of the Bust-A-Move games.
Bubble.
Okay, it was specifically Bubble.
Flowers!
John played it.
Guys, I got flowers. I'm in a bonus stage, I guess.
Da, 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 da,
Oh yeah, you got the thing where I think if you get all of them, you get an extra life. but you're on a time limit. So.
Donkey Kong.
It looks like Polk's gonna be coming up onto the next boss. Or the first boss, rather.
25.
Yeah. Alright, fuck it, I'm just gonna take the wash. Oh, I still had an extra eye. What the fuck? Alright.
God damn it.
Ooh, moving aside. My name is Cream. Come on.
I am the cream with the crop.
Oh no, bro! I missed one.
Oh fuck.
That's lame.
You're facing off against the cream with the crop. Oh yeah, step into a Slim Jim.
Damn it.
There's also different music, which is a nice break from the traditional Bobble music. Is the boss fights have their own music?
Oh nice.
Yeah.
God damn it!
Where are?
Oh my! Wait, is that a bullseye?
Fuck you.
I think it's less of hooking and more like this is what I do. I sit on you.
Oh boy.
He likes to spring into action.
Fuck you!
I actually recognize where that's from too. That's the funny part.
Yeah,
I'm around
but
21.
But you can do it, Polk. You'll make him fall.
One stage I don't think I'm gonna get. Oh yeah, I've still got a ways to go. But one stage I want to try to get to is I believe it's stage 48. Because it's the Bobble stage where there's no ground. You're just constantly falling, and you have to deal with the enemies.
That's always fun.
Huh. Interesting.
What?
Okay, let's try to get these last two fucks.
Fuck you, Saturn.
Funny enough that you mention a planet right now, because one of my friends in another server showed me something really cool. Maybe my friend something cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, apparently NASA released the clearest image of Neptune's rings in over 30 years.
Huh.
I'll post it in the RPC text.
Cream is done.
Congratulations, yeah, Cream isn't that bad of a boss.
Once you get the pattern.
Yeah, it's a pretty predictable pattern. Those Saturn throwing fucks that you've been dealing with in some of the stages, you have to fight a big version of that for the stage 20 or the stage 50 boss. A little bit more annoying.
This cup.
Polk, did you find a waifu?
Yes. Yes, I did.
What?
Okay, hear me out.
Look, Polk's a scholar main in 14. They know about waifus.
Yep. I have my both pocket waifu.
I'm literally a weeb who plays Salmon Kagura. I heard waifu and my brain was like, what? Listen to them.
You know what they say?
I see you got your attention. Sweet.
Well, you know what they say? Waifu for laifu.
I'm almost certainly gonna need to
God
take
damn
the
it.
L on this one. Oh, maybe not. I got one of them. I'm not gonna get the rest of them, I don't think.
Gosh! This one is so
God, I'm
aggravating.
gonna you with this.
I know, I stopped at this point.
Get your ass over here. I'm gonna
blow
pop ya.
Ah.
Let's shove you
That's
against the
what
wall.
she said.
Oh my.
But isn't it the her that gets? But you know what? I'm not gonna finish
I don't
that.
think we want to understand
Do
anymore.
we want to think about?
Thank you very much.
Do we want to go down this train of thought, really? All right.
No.
Choo choo. Ooh,
Look, I
ooh.
blame the combination of Tune and Beak.
Also, I'm gonna comment on the different names of the bosses really quick. So the first boss is named Cream. Second boss is named Jam. Third boss is Choco.
The food item naming convention, I see.
And then you have Super Drunk, which, or I assume that's what
Drunk.
I assume that's what his name is still in this one. I don't think he actually like tells you what his name is. But like the end boss in Bobble is generally called Super Drunk.
Yep.
I'm gonna get that star, whatever it's good for. I'm gonna find out. It's a 1-up. Okay, that's helpful.
Ain't that nice?
How many 1-ups do I have? I'm on 4. Okay, so probably, hopefully, enough to last the rest of the game of the 30 minutes. Because we're coming up on time soon.
I couldn't even make it to the first boss. Oh my god, I'm only 1 round away, please.
Yeah, so you still do have time to be able to face the first boss. I'm almost certainly gonna die. Oh, maybe not.
Beating might be something else, but facing him, quite possible.
No, go the other way, please.
The first boss also isn't that long a fight, so it's possible to even still beat him if you finish the stage pretty quickly.
Gonna be kind of hard to do. Ah!
You can do it, I believe in you.
This is great.
You can do it.
What the fuck?
Oh god! That could have ended poorly.
I really don't like the zoom in screen here. It's
Yeah.
just not good design with this. But
I mean,
to be fair, this is on a portable screen.
I was gonna say, on a Game Boy screen, it does make sense. Like, could you imagine how hard it would be to see this on a Game Boy screen if you saw the whole screen on, like, a game? Like, it would be a night. It would be a nightmare.
Besides, there are some pretty worse games that have screen crunch like that. I mean, have you seen the GBA classic games?
Yeah.
Have you seen Pac-Man on Atari?
That was just a bogey mess back then.
Alright, I finished 24.
And then there's Sonic the Hedgehog on Game Boy Advance.
Genesis GBA.
Mm-hmm. There we go. That's another stage down.
Ah! Shit!
3.
And Toon immediately getting bodied. All is right in the world.
Oh, okay.
Are you sure that's okay? Because that does not sound like okay.
Ah!
Yeah, so you have to collect the pickup, which will allow you to shoot projectiles. Problem is, it will go away after a little bit, and it will also go away if you die. But that is 30 minutes.
Broke is feeling okay.
While Toon dies to that boss for a bit.
Fuck!
We're gonna move over to break. When we come back, we're gonna be playing Beak's game next. We'll see you in a bit.
Yay!
Soon, I'm gonna try and finish this.
We'll be right back.
I can only wonder what Beak brought in.
No! God damn it! I'm not fucking done. I ain't done with this.
Oh boy.
You are a dead boy.
Don't kill yourself over that.
Whatever, I don't care. You're dead. God!
No, punching got nothing to do with this.
And so far, we
allowed this to be a thing.
So far we've actually had a pretty reasonable set of games. I mean, I think we finished early on Gun.Smoke, but not that much early.
No, it wasn't because the game was bad.
I could have kept going on that one.
Yeah.
Also, God also allowed us to exist too, so what does that say?
I mean, I'm kind of a mistake.
Oh!
Ouch.
No, you're not!
No, I doubt that. I highly doubt that.
You're not, Toon. We appreciate you.
Because
Fuck this, I give up.
who else would be my streaming partner, man?
I don't know, literally anyone else.
Jeez. Well, on that note,
Here's the thing. You have like 90% of the games I have. Everyone else I know has maybe 20% of the games I have.
Your point?
My point is, majority of the games that I want to stream or could stream, you could also stream alongside me. Everyone else doesn't have them.
well, on that note, we have our fourth game of the night from Beak.
Alright.
This is a very you game.
I'm scared.
Yes,
Oh, no.
it is. Okay, so as you know, To those who have known me for a long while, you might see this coming, but to those who don't, I am a Christian girl who was born around the year 97, and there was something that I grew up with, and...
Oh, God.
Why are you vigorously typing?
I got a feeling I know what's coming.
Why do I have a feeling I know what this is?
So, essentially, this is something I hold dear to my heart ever since I was young, and it still holds dear to me this day. I've never played this game, but with that being said, after a terrible podcast that basically shafted on everything that made it good, boys and girls, grab your popcorn, get your emulators going, and get ready for LarryBoy and the Bad Apple for the Game Boy Advance. Roll RetroArch!
Yep.
It
I
is
knew exactly what it was. I knew exactly what it was. I owned the PS2 version. I knew exactly what it was.
So this will be an interesting. So I'm assuming even if you've had the PS2 version, you haven't had the GBA version. So
never. In fact, I didn't know the GBA version was a thing until about 4 years ago.
Okay, so that's gonna be kind of an interesting comparison for you then, seeing how. I mean, I imagine the PS2 version is going to be the better one, but it'll be interesting to compare the two for you.
I can honestly tell you, I had fun with the PS2 version. Even as a 16-year-old, I played it and still had fun with it, despite what it was.
I remember
but then again,
VeggieTales
actually had a lot of thought and care put into it back then. So
rock on, LarryBoy.
Well, I didn't grow up on VeggieTales. I have no memories on that series at all.
I did not either.
I grew up on a few different things, VeggieTales being one of the big ones, but only when I was at my grandmother's, oddly enough.
I'm not gonna lie.
And then there's me, who knows practically a good chunk of it, so be ready for earworm, interesting factoids, and just all-around obscureness.
Okay, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
Alrighty, everyone.
Oh man, I see this game has save slots. That's more than I expect from licensed GBA games.
Yeah, even the PS2 one had a few save slots.
I mean, PS2 I would expect that from, but usually GBA I expect password-based save system.
Well, there was another VeggieTales game on the PS2 that was not all that good, and it didn't have saves.
Alrighty. Well,
I think I know which one you're thinking of.
Oh, there was only 3 VeggieTale games with the PS2, so you probably know exactly which one I'm thinking of.
Alright, well, starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. VeggieTales, LarryBoy, and the Bad Apple.
It's apple picking time!
His one-liners. Oh.
On normal difficulty.
Normal.
I went normal too.
Options.
For this game, I'm skipping.
Okay, you know what this game reminds me of? Just looking at this first, this tutorial screen here?
Donkey Kong.
Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What the? Yeah.
Which honestly, if that's what this is taking inspiration from, I'm okay with that.
So already huge difference.
So I have a funny story about this game.
Yeah?
Oh, do you now?
Well, I never played this game, but yesterday I was watching Juker have his jukebox. So I decided, you know what, I think this would be fun to submit to Jukebox.
Did you end up winning a jukebox?
Yeah, I ended up getting the first pick.
Oh, nice. And what was Juker's review for this game? Did he enjoy it?
Well, essentially from what he was telling me was that he did not understand any of the references that chat made. So that's already a good start.
Were any of the references by chance? I'm shocked on how this works.
Good question.
Because that's one of his one-liners for one of his abilities in the PS2, and he says it every time.
No, I think it was more so in the way that Essentially, one of the things that Juker had mentioned was that Larry looked more in this game looked more like Where's Dildo from Leisure Suit Larry 7.
God damn.
I mean, yeah, I'm not wrong.
I need,
I mean, yeah, not wrong.
I need to sometime later watch more jukebox streams because I just haven't had the time to watch one of them. But I've won a few jukeboxes and have made Juker play some interesting games. A lot of them games that we've seen on here before. Like I made him play Castilian before. I made him play Back to the Future. I think the most recent one I made him play was Back to the Future 2 and 3. Which, that's a game that exists. I think I made him play Medal of Honor Underground, and I think he hated that.
Holy shit, come on, game.
Right.
Oh, it's gonna be a buzzer beater. Oh, come on.
Okay, I can see him pushing things. How does he pull things? He's got no hands.
They could.
Hey, you see the things on his head, right? Those are suction cups.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, probably
Point taken.
a lot of VeggieTales.
Also,
So
hey guys, I finished the mission at 0 seconds.
Hooray!
Yay!
For a while at my grandmother's house, we had all the LarryBoy specials DVDs.
Oh, nice.
So yeah.
I got
Alright.
cable last month. You are so early 90s.
Alright, this high jump is taking some getting used to.
A text message? It's the latest thing. Cool, huh?
God, every time I hear the phrase cool, huh, I can't help but think of Zelda CDI, and you can make me do the duck walk. Cool, huh?
A smart sword.
You've killed me! Good!
Good.
Yeah, that's also that one. I can say, though, that this is not what I expected from this game, and also, what we got is better than I expected.
I can tell you already the PS2 one is a lot better still.
Does the PS2 one play like this? I imagine it's like a different genre.
The PS2 is a platformer. It is a 3D platformer with a hub world.
Okay. That's the kind of stuff I usually expect from the console port for licensed games. 3D platformer. But this is not like the kind of game I would expect from a licensed GBA game. Is something akin to Mario vs. Donkey Kong.
I would say it's very nice
both
to
of
find
these
that it actually
games
teaches
are
you
very, very different. Even the power-ups are different.
Alright.
Again, I appreciate the fact that it actually teaches you with the actual controls and buttons when you play the whole thing.
I think it's a similar way to how Mario vs. Donkey Kong teaches you.
Yep.
Guys, I found a new picture for my one brain cell again.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
boy.
What?
I'll look in a second. I'll see what
Yeah.
Am I gonna be disappointed or?
You'll see.
Well, I'm not disappointed.
Oh wait, hold on. I might have to. If LarryBoy is ever in any Lego games, they need to use this.
Yep.
No regrets. None at all.
Damn it, time's up!
You have run out of time. Okay, yeah, that's exactly what that power-up does. I should have guessed, but I tried it anyway.
Basically metal power-up?
No, the your time drains faster pickup. A red clock. I should have figured what it would do, but I had to test it anyway to be sure.
Guys, I can speed run.
I still got to the end of the stage though.
I found the run button.
Yep. I've been making a lot of use out of the run button because you have to be running to do the high jump. Alright, so what are we learning now? Looks like Possibly the ability to grapple? Yep, ability to grapple.
I can do the Metroid ball.
I might keep this one stashed away, because since Mystery Tournament is coming up soon, I might keep this stashed away for a possible MT sub.
Oh, that would be really fun.
Yeah, I can see it.
Because it looks like this game does look like it has potential for like a MT sub. I must have.
No! What the fuck are you doing? Get up.
Go and exit level and re-enter it. Watch that tutorial again. Or I missed something. Okay, so you walk forward.
Woo!
Jump. Oh, is it literally just double tap A? Okay, I thought it was the B button. That would explain it. Yep, there we go.
Here we go.
What? I did it!
Proud of you.
Okay, so maybe playing on normal, but I've never played this game before, wasn't a good idea.
I'm curious what the difference is between easy and normal, but... Uh-oh.
So far, easy isn't exactly easy.
Does it just give you more time or something?
Possibly.
Probably more time, but the platforming itself does not seem to change much.
There's a boombox in this game as a power-up.
Yep. It distracts the thing that pull the fellow that pulls the levers.
So far, all the power-ups are different.
Yeah. Bonus try awarded. So I see Polk's now at the grappling stage.
Yep. We're going to grips with this thing.
Yeah, I thought it was... My problem was I thought it was the B button at first to grapple, but no, it's, you just press the A button a second time.
I see you can only pick up one power-up at a time.
Yeah, which is helpful in some cases if you accidentally pick up, like, a speed up your time decrease thing. I'll wait for you to go away. Because it doesn't look like you can explicitly, like, die in this game. You just, like, running into an enemy just slows you down, basically.
Well, probably if you run out of time,
Well, yeah, besides the obvious running out of time. But I mean, like, running into enemies, normally Mario vs. Donkey Kong, you run into an enemy, you're dead, you have to restart the stage. Here, it just slows you down.
Guys, I got another bonus try. Alright.
I can't get across!
It's a paper.
Alright, looks like I'm at the boss stage.
I'm sorry. I really just fucking like these sprites, okay? They're good.
Basketball. Boop.
I figured you were gonna save the life one.
There you go, guys.
Yep. Hey, Le Pew. Boy.
This is some real Donkey Kong shit.
I kind of want to play Mini's March again, I'm not gonna lie.
I always preferred the classic style Mario vs. Donkey Kong. I still like his Mario vs. Donkey Kong games that were called Mario vs. Donkey Kong, so not like counting Donkey Kong 94. March of the Minis was the first one that I played. The second one, the first one on DS.
Oh, the pepper reverses your controls.
Yep.
Yeah, maybe don't touch that then.
Wait.
Or do, I'm not your boss.
Uh-oh. I don't know what to do. I think I missed something.
So you have to grapple on the target that you see, Toon. You see the target above you?
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, I got it. Thank you.
I actually had to re-look at the tutorial for that because I kept thinking, oh, you have to press the B button to grapple. That makes sense. But no, it's the A button.
Also, that grapple is so far the only ability that makes that's between both games.
Yeah. So essentially, it's what if Batman was Spider-Man 2 and was a pickle?
Now, was this a case of the game was done by the same developer for both versions?
I do not remember the developer's name for on the PS2 side of things.
Okay. Oh, I see what I gotta do.
What is this Donkey Kong BS?
Yeah, now this is Donkey Kong.
Oh yeah, you're at the boss fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, to those who don't know what the story of this game is in the actual show, the whole thing's about temptation.
Yeah, it's all about don't succumb to temptation. And if you do, try and overcome it.
You're gonna need help from a lot of people.
Oh, too late. I've already succumbed to temptation playing this game.
It was literally just Donkey Kong. The boss.
Yep.
Alright, looks like we've got keys now. Yep, keys.
Okay, in the PS2 version, this bad guy is, I forgot her name.
I think she's just called the Bad Apple.
Might just be the Bad Apple, yeah. So,
Makes sense.
in the PS2, when she, though, is trying to get people to succumb to temptation, she's a little more ruthless when it comes to LarryBoy. She is actually trying to either get him to succumb to temptation or actually kill him.
Wow.
Jeez.
But of course, you know, it's VeggieTales. They can't say that she's trying to kill him.
Yeah.
Gosh, I want 0 time.
Okay, play. Yeah,
Oh,
now I've
come
actually
on.
just playing this game a bit more. Yeah, I want to submit this to MT because there's a surprising amount of like speed tech that you can try to do for going fast.
Can't imagine why.
There's like a few.
Also, the fun.
I've definitely done a few skips at this point.
To me, the funniest part about the actual story in the thing is the backstory of the Bad Apple, which is essentially she is the ancestor to another apple during a Mayflower voyage, which is called the Cauliflower, and the apple in that also tried to get people to succumb to temptation and got banished.
I forgot about that.
No.
Oh, that is amazing.
Boombox.
What the heck am I doing here?
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the whole like grappling onto the targets thing is a little bit iffy.
Yeah, well, grappling controls. I come to expect grappling controls to be a bit jank, if I'm being real here.
Yeah.
They were a little weird in the PS2 one as well, but they were straightforward and easy to use.
I was talking about Mystery Tremor earlier. There was one of the games that I had to play in it was a platformer game where the idea was you had to jump around everywhere. You couldn't walk. You had to jump everywhere. And at one point you got a grappling hook, and it played about as jankly as you think it did. It was
Do I have to be in a certain like?
What's up? What's up, Tune?
Do I have to be like in a certain range or something? I don't know what I have to do about this.
I assume it's a certain range that you have to be to actually grapple onto the thing, and then you just swing across, and when you're swinging...
the A twice.
Yeah, and when you're...
Oh, you're right there.
When you're swinging...
As far as I know, you have to be directly under it.
Yeah. Yeah, you just be...
Oh my god.
Yeah, you just stay directly under it, and... Oh, I'm playing Breakout now, apparently.
Yep.
Oh. Okay, gotcha. Like, I'm trying to get, like, the momentum to do shit, but I can't.
Yeah, you just have to swing back and forth, and I've been able to consistently have the momentum work alright enough for me. Because you do get a fair bit of distance.
But you know what the saddest part about this game is that I'm realizing?
What?
This game is surprisingly more faithful to the actual... to the PS2 version and the movie and the actual episode itself than the podcasts have been.
Oof. Also,
You're not wrong.
This is like the worst game of Breakout I've ever played. There we go.
Yeah.
Too much television will rot you to the core. Whoops.
God damn it. Yeah, I don't know how to swing back and forth. I feel like I'm just extremely stiff.
It auto swings back and forth. You can't get any higher. Just hold the direction you're trying to get to.
Okay.
Yep. The game should do the rest for you.
Yeah.
And then you just, like, when you're as far to the, in your case, the left as possible, then you hit the button.
Oh, there we go. Got it. All right. Thank you.
I've gotten piano.
Oh yeah, I think that's just like a bonus game you can do.
Dojo piano, it's all in mind. You have nothing to lose.
Yeah, I was not paying attention. Okay. Oh, fuck. No, that's not the one I wanted. This and that one. Nope. Alright, well, fuck it. We lost that bonus game.
Breakout.
Oh, you've also reached Breakout.
And while on the subject, I guess to those who don't know, VeggieTales recently got a podcast because they essentially fired the 4 people who created VeggieTales.
Yeah, the original creator of the show was very upset about it.
Yeah, and so they ended up replacing a majority of the characters that the creators voiced with other people for the podcast, and we don't know who it is because
oh man,
it's a podcast.
I got the ability to become a ghost.
Dang.
That is not what I expected, but alright.
Wow, I beat her on the first try.
Nice.
Hi, Breakout.
Before those podcasts, did you know that there was a reboot to VeggieTales?
Yes, and I
it
thought
apparently was terrible because instead of putting care into it, the company over it just wanted money made off of it.
Money.
What's that? Companies wanting to make money off of something and not really caring about the product itself? That never happens.
That's preposterous.
Hail capitalism.
Alright, time to become ghosts again.
So I'm in the breakout portion myself now. The funny thing is, so these are like either TV screens or something that you're breaking, right?
Yeah, there's supposed to be TV screens because something about TV rotting you to the core.
Yeah, so same boss fight, just not breakout. Instead, you have to. What did you have to do? You had to use one. You had to use one of your power-ups to destroy the TV screens in the original.
Okay.
Or in not the original, in the PS2. Bleh.
Also, I have 16 lives now.
Yeah, it seems like it's a little hard to die.
Yeah, I don't think I've died once yet in the proper stages. I failed one of the bonus minigames, but besides that, I've basically been cruising.
What's this? Dice? It's time to talk about the temptation of gambling.
If I submit this for Mystery Tournament, I might have to look into hard mode and see how that changes things, because that might be the more viable one for mystery races.
So, Okami, if the game ever gets drawn, do you think you could invite me to commentate so I could be dumb?
I mean, I think the match that because one of the games I submitted for last Mystery Tournament got rolled, but I don't think I was on commentary for that one, because one of the games that I submitted for last MT was Rising Zan, Samurai Gunman. And that game,
Rising Zan, good stuff.
Rising Zan is good. Oh, I'm not doing great in this stage, so okay. This might end up being where I take my first death because I was flubbing hard. Can I jump this? Yeah, I can.
Yeah, I got a bonus try.
Fuck doing platforming. Who the fuck needs to platform?
Platforming in a platforming game? Psst.
Nah,
Preposterous. Nope, we're good. Still beat the stage.
Is it Audacity or Dicity?
The Audacity.
Yeah, the Audacity. The audacity of this game to expect me to platform in this platformer.
Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up majorly.
Okay, let's grab the key here.
Also, I think the funny thing about, also the PS2 version, where I remember, is that they literally just use the OSTs from instrumentals from the actual show. And not just of the actual episode that this is based on either, which is funnier.
The thing I appreciate...
Actually, I think, so, the, like, the hub world area, the themes used in that were from different parts of the show, but I believe the actual levels were from the special the games were based off of.
The thing I appreciate about the ghost ability is it just, like, breaks the stage design for a lot of the stages.
Yep.
Oh, that's what it was, actually. They had the theme, they had the Shucks theme for the title screen like they did in this one, and then funny enough, they had a tutorial theme from the actual show, but it was like episode 4 that they used it, that it was originated from. But to me, the funniest thing is that outside of the Bad Apples theme, and also, even more funny, outside of kind of that, all the other songs were from CDs that they did, for sing-along CDs where they did trademark songs.
Oh,
like
alright.
Like actual Bumbleberg theme is just their instrumental take on Green Grass Grew All Around.
Yeah.
I can link to you the playlist after we're done.
I think I'll be good. Heard enough of that soundtrack, if I'm being honest.
Guys, I'm not gonna lie, I really love the sprites of this game. Because I completely forgot
So many
which
good
one.
faces.
Yeah. Get good faces bought in on it.
Angry.
Angry onion.
Angry because small.
Ah, yes.
Mad because small.
Angry because
Jealous
small.
tall.
This tall.
I will never not think of that video
Girl
now.
Scout cookies. They did not.
I'm about to take out your chin privileges.
Mom said it was my turn on the Xbox.
That video is such a gem.
The video is plural.
Yeah, there was multiple. I fucked up here. Boink.
God damn it.
Oh, it's your turn on the Xbox? Okay, after my next death, proceeds to never die.
Yeah.
Proceeds to clear all the games.
I gotta say that. Well, we kind of had experience. So, story time from PAX. I ended up meeting up with a old friend of mine who I met there a while ago. He's actually one of my Battletoads buddies. One of the people who actually know how to play the game. And like at one point we granted out Battletoads and tried to do it 2-player. But one of the games that he ended up renting out was Gradius 3. So I was watching him play, and we decided to do like the 2-player mode of Gradius, which is the classic, you trade off after each death. So he was kind of like joking about, since I haven't played this game and you've beaten it, what's gonna happen is I'm gonna die, and then you're just gonna beat the whole game all in one life. Which ultimately did not end up happening because I was definitely rusty in Gradius 3, because Gradius 3, like any game from the series, is not easy.
Lovely.
But it was still a real fun time. I think I made it to stage 6, which is still pretty good for Gradius standards.
Nice, I get to protect my girlfriend.
Alright, time to grab
I
that.
still remember the first appearance of that character. And it wasn't even in if I remember correctly, it wasn't even in the LarryBoy special.
Yeah, She was just like a princess they introduced from a faraway kingdom.
Wasn't it the whole Duke and Duchess special?
Yeah, it was the Pie War that they built off of from King George.
Yeah.
You see, the kingdom was at war.
Someone who actually had my childhood. This is different. Not a lot of people I know actually had a very similar or the same childhood.
Hey, I'm on the breakout stage now.
As you know, Gildersleeve and Ryan were neither invincible, nor slightly less invincible.
Yeah, that's kind of a feature that I gloss over mostly because I haven't had the need to use it yet, but it's still a nice one that they include. Hitting the select button, because that lets you look around the map. Which I think
didn't know that was the thing.
Yeah, I think they talked about it at the beginning and I just never used it. That's also a feature that you can use in Mario vs. Donkey Kong, to be fair. But it is nice for something like, for a puzzle platformer game like this, to look around and see what you have to deal with.
Intelligence. Kinda nice.
Yeah, knowledge is power, as they say.
Also, I made it to the Four Seasonings Hotel.
Yep, that's where I am right now.
Just into that place. Oh boy.
Okay, for what this game is, it's not bad, but yeah, PS2 one's still, in my opinion, a lot more fun.
Yeah, I can confirm that.
Guys, I'm sorry, I got one more picture.
There's always one more picture.
You're not
Oh,
sorry
you'll
at
find
all.
more.
Don't lie.
If this game is gonna do what I think it does, you'll find more.
I don't know, in 1.5 minutes?
Yeah, because we're almost at 30 minutes.
You could possibly find more.
Alright, I posted it.
Alright, mission 4 of Four
Logging
Seasonings.
can be confusing. That's some sass.
Yeah, why don't you just come out here and say you don't trust me? Alright, I don't trust you. Oh god, now I'm thinking of the Chono bloopers right now. You know, this place reminds me of my Aunt Lucy. This may come as a surprise to you, but my Aunt Lucy loves a lobster. Yeah, right. No, really, and she was a big one too. Sometimes when she fell asleep, we pulled on her tendons to make her legs move. No, really, it was great. We did it at the church picnic once, it was great. We got her walking halfway across the table. What? Hey, they told me to ad-lib. You don't give me a script, you take what you get, my friend. True, but the kid's got a point. That was odd, dude.
I can't believe you remember these.
Yeah, that's BB for you.
Yep.
Green was like my bestie in Swamp Race 5 because we quoted VeggieTales together.
Yeah, because she's also familiar with VeggieTales. But anyway, we have hit 30 minutes. So, as much as you may be enjoying this game, we have to say goodbye to it.
No, please end it. I'd rather play the PS2 one.
Ouch. Alright, well, when we come back from break, we've got one final game for the night from FlameBlood. We'll see you in a bit.
Oh boy.
See you guys
PlayStation
soon.
2 version.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on. Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna put them all in the same picture. I'm not gonna spam y'all different,
You find more.
This is the last one for this game. Every one of these kind of exhibits each of my brain cells in action. One is just like, what the fuck am I doing here? The other one's like, no, I'm sorry, two of them are like that.
So in the tutorial, it says you'll scare away the veggie kids. All but two of these characters are like only two of these characters are kids. The rest are adults.
Yeah, the funny thing is
they're kids at heart.
Well, here's the funniest thing to me is that the designs for the two kids is from the 99 episode about the rumor weed, which makes it even funnier.
Oh dear.
The funniest part is that Bob's not even in the LarryBoy specials, and he's in this game.
He is not. If I remember correctly, Bob hardly exists in the any LarryBoy specials. I think he might have been in one, and I think he was a side character.
I think the only, well, outside of League of Incredible edible vegetables. The only time Bob has ever had a role in the LarryBoy was the 4-episode cartoon adventures, where essentially he was the head of the newspaper company and essentially ran the newspaper company.
Alright, well, we...
You know what? No, he is in the LarryBoy special. He's the guy on the phone talking to...
No, that's Alfred!
That's Al... No. He's still the news head. Because he talks to... What's her name?
Petunia?
Yeah, he talks to her. It's his voice on the phone, if I remember correctly, on the special.
Alright, well, on that note, I want to keep things moving here. Because break is... Yeah, no worries. Break is over, though, so we've got one last game for the night. From FlameBlood.
Here we go.
Alrighty, so... in last RPG, I brought in, what was it, Rayman 2?
Yeah, Rayman 2 for N64.
Yep, I decided to double down on the Rayman. We are playing the original Rayman on the PS1.
Oh boy!
The classic, here we go. You did this because it's coming out as DLC for the crossover, you see. In Mario and Rabbids.
Sparks of Hope, yeah.
Sparks of Hope.
I think...
Yep.
I want to say that was the mentality behind Rayman 2, I want to say. Also,
Flame, PS1, right?
Yeah, it's PS1.
Yes, PS1. Yep. If you're having an issue, then I think I might be too. So don't worry, we're both kind of...
Remember to unzip.
And speaking of Mario Rabbids Sparks of Hope, I learned some stuff, but I don't know if you guys have heard about what was been revealed as of recent.
I bet it's the same stuff I was seeing on Twitter.
As in, the rabbits, your 4 main rabbits, or at least the main rabbits of this game, can talk.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they can actually talk.
Yeah, reality is broken.
Mm-hmm. All reality has broken out.
My RetroArch just crashed. It didn't do that earlier when I was testing.
Oh no!
Give me a moment. I think I might know what it is.
I got it working!
Ray!
I think.
Woo!
I mean, worst case scenario, we could just do the GBA version of Rayman 1.
Oh, please no. I would rather go to the backup.
or the Jaguar port of Rayman.
Oh,
well,
man.
I say that, but I say that, but I don't think I have Jaguar on the list of consoles that somebody can submit for.
Please don't pull the teacher's math one. Please no.
I think we talked about that exact game last week when we played Rayman 2 as well.
Jesus. I'm just glad it's working on my end.
And well,
this guy looks like he wants to sell me a used car.
There we go.
I told you he was on to us.
It looks like someone
wants
to sell me something.
Wants to sell me something. I told you he was on to us.
Oh, SpongeBob.
You never change, SpongeBob.
I got it. Let's get naked.
Well,
nah, let's save that for when we're selling real estate.
The funny thing is, as a kid, didn't understand that. Today in time, I understand why why that was a thing in there.
The thing is, I still don't get it.
I mean, to be fair, that's a lot of jokes that you see in kid shows. Like, there's a bunch of jokes that you don't understand as a kid, and like understanding it as an adult, you're like, how did nobody ever get in trouble for this?
That
have you
particular
ever heard
joke.
about the dirty jokes in Animaniacs just flew under the radar?
Okay, but that's also Animaniacs.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that particular joke is more towards the fact of, for a good long while, most real estate agents, or at least the ones that you would meet with at the place you're trying to buy or whatever, 9 times out of 10 were female, and were in a tight suit.
Yep.
I mean, there's another direction you could take it, but I'm not going to take it that direction on stream. But that said,
Yeah, I think I know what you mean, and yeah, there's a reason I didn't mention that one.
Don't do seed.
Anyway, oh fuck, why is Toon's broadcast fucking up for me? Hang on, that's gonna take it. That just needs a quick refresh.
Also, I don't think anyone's gonna make it to the part, but
Probably not, because
when you get to basically the music level, good luck.
Yeah, because I remember Rayman is a really hard game.
Rayman is very brutal. I'm surprised my mother beat this game when I was growing up.
Like, on my screen, on the track demo that's playing, they're in the music stage, which is basically slipping and sliding all over the place.
Hello, my name.
Welcome to Trevor Tunnel.
Anyway,
Today, my.
sorry, I'm ready to go when everybody else is.
I am.
Yep.
Okay. Starting in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rayman!
My name is Bep.
RBC. If I remember correctly, I think this is the one where there's like a funky little level complete sound.
Yeah.
Guys, I found my fist button.
Now, I know I'm basically torturing us right now with this, but there is a much worse Rayman game I could have brought.
You mean Rayman for GBA?
Brain.
Yeah, what we were literally just talking about. What Polk was complaining about.
Please, not the math one. Please, not the math one.
You're welcome that I didn't bring that. I don't plan to bring that for a while.
Well, now I might have to.
Mercy.
If you bring that, I will look for the worst game I have played in my life and bring it.
Just
This one doesn't work.
Just out of revenge.
Actually, I do know a GBA Yoshi game that absolutely sucked. So.
What the fuck is this?
Actually, would it be possible to play that on here?
We're gonna need lemon pepper also.
Are you thinking of like,
Call.
what was it, Totem
The
Tumble?
Yoshi game I'm particularly thinking about is the one where it had the top of the actual cartridge was incredibly large because it had a gyro in it, so you could tilt your Game Boy.
I want to say it's like Yoshi, Totem Tumble, or Topsy-Turvy, or one of those games.
I don't remember. I still may have the cartridge.
Now, one game I wish I could bring here, because it does something really unique, but it wouldn't really work for our purposes, is Boktai.
Yep. I believe there are some versions that some of the raw version that allows you to set a gauge for for how much sunlight there is. I
would imagine so, but it also kind of loses the appeal doing that of what made Boktai unique. Because if you're unfamiliar with what Boktai is, it is a GBA game that has a solar sensor on it. So you take the game outside, and it solar charges to use abilities in the game.
But yes, I remember hearing about that game from Quarter Guy when he made a very interesting point.
That nobody goes outside?
Gamers don't go outside.
Yeah. I mean, there's been some other solar power, like, I think another one that did make a lot of sense was, there was a Game Boy solar powered charger. And I think that one makes a fair bit of sense, since you would be likely to take your Game Boy outside just because of, you would need some form of light to be able to, like, see the screen. Also, how's it going, Teravan? Who says, for your consideration, Buttman. Oh, here we go.
Why?
Well, considering all the Garfield last week, that's a nice change.
So I have a question about
I have not
Rayman.
forgotten. You are not off the hook.
What's
I
up,
have a question.
Yes?
I don't know how to use most of my abilities in this game. As in, how do I
You don't
fly?
get any abilities. You can jump and you can make the funny face. Right.
Yeah, later on you'll unlock the rest.
Yeah,
This is where it all starts. Your throwing fist, your helicopter hair, all of that starts here.
After doing a stage or two, you'll get the ability to punch and throw your fists.
Yep.
Hello, Rayman. I'm Batilla, the fairy, and I'm going to help you in your quest. And I'm also going to be hot in Rayman Origins.
Not just Patilla.
I'm gonna say, I don't think that's limited to just one of them. In Rayman Origins. Oh, I'm dead.
Funny enough, Patilla gets a semi-reboot look that I've liked. And as far as I know, Lee Fairy still does not exist again. just Rayman 2 from what I remember. Because I don't think any of the... They're not really fairies anymore. If I remember correctly, they're nymphs, right?
Yeah, they're nymphs.
Remember correctly, none of them is named Lee.
Guys, I got an extra life.
Okay, the punch is a bit clunky to get used to, I will say.
Yeah, you need a little bit of charge to it.
Well, particularly because it basically acts as a boomerang, so when I'm trying to attack some things, I try to hit him from one side, and then I accidentally hit him from the other side, knock him the direction I don't want to knock him in. Which does cause me a few problems here and there.
Yo, catch these fists, fool!
Fistful of fists.
Hiya!
Okay, so it did start in this game because I could not remember when playing Rayman 2 if it started in this game or not. But yeah, you can punch out the piranha's teeth in this game.
Yep.
Their animation is a little bit funnier than what's in Rayman 2.
I've gotten a one-up.
Hiya! Get her, fool!
Ooh, come fool.
Guys, another one.
Break open the cage.
Wow.
And get out of here.
Wowie.
On to the next stage.
Also, one thing I like is how they never forgot about the funny face that Rayman can make, and they brought it back in 3 as an actual useful power-up. I don't know if it has use here. I haven't gotten far.
Alright, I'm out of pink plant. Oh, that's where I go to save the game. Okay. On to Anguish Lagoon. That's a promising name.
Okay, that stage is over. That was quick.
Yeah, the funny face makes a return in 3, and then the enemies from this game make a return in, I think it might just be Legends, but I'm pretty sure they're also in Origins.
Alright. Oh, the pendulum swings.
Also, one thing I'm gonna
I don't have
note,
that yet.
you know those cages that you see that you need to break open?
Yep. I've seen them in
Yeah,
other Rayman
and-
games.
Hey, but I already drowned.
Yeah, well, one thing is that a lot of times in the Rayman games, especially in 2 and 3, you didn't have to break all of them to keep progressing.
I do believe you do
In
have
this
to do that
one-
in this one, yeah.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure you can get to, I want to say, level 3 or 4, and then you can't unlock another level until you've at least completed one whole of these pendants.
Why am I doing so bad at this?
I'm doing pretty bad as well, to be
This is
fair.
Rayman.
It is the original Rayman.
Yeah, original Rayman does not fuck around.
I believe there is a, I forgot what they call these projects, a restoration project or remaster project? I don't remember.
Restoration?
Basically, there's a bunch of fans in the community who not only remade the game, but are actually trying to fix the problems with the game.
Probably,
They're
Oh,
doing
like quality of
really well,
life improvements?
yeah. Yeah, generally you see that for stuff like quality of life improvements. We did have a mod
Mosquito!
once upon a time for Zelda 2, which I don't think it changed much in the way the gameplay. It was more a few graphical overhauls here and there. But it was still neat to have.
Knockback man!
You have been they knockbacked.
You know what? I
Take
don't
that,
care.
Peter Rose. You suck. Yeah, my blood. There you go. Now give me a
I
right.
need the basketball berry, guys.
And now the mosquito's our friend. Perfectly ordinary Rayman adventures.
Making friends by beating them up. As you do, the Goku method.
Ow. Let's see if I can get the rest of these. So, the, cages that you open, I noticed that, each time you open one, you fill in one of those spots on the wheel. Do they always fill in the same order? What I'm more so asking is, can you use when that shows up as an indication to see, like, have you missed any along the way?
If I remember correctly, it does not track where in the level they are. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's always in the same order.
Okay, so just in the order you pick them up in?
Pretty sure.
Okay.
I could be wrong, and it could be like it will fill the like one of the ones on the bottom first instead.
Yeah, because that's sometimes
remember.
That's used in some games as kind of a subtle way of indicating how many you've gotten along the way, like, and how if you've missed any.
Yeah, tell you what, I'm about to be back at the missions or level select, so I can probably tell you. Oh wait, no, I'm not. I forgot. I actually have to do a auto scroller on the mosquito.
All right, I have the ability.
Right.
I have the ability to grab ledges now.
Yep, how's hanging?
I'm hanging out. I'm hanging in there, buddy.
Just hanging out. Hanging out.
Yep.
Hanging out with my family. Having ourselves a party.
Did not mean to go back to Anguish Lagoon. That's it. I am gonna probably have to go back to Anguish Lagoon soon to get the rest of them. But for now, I don't care. So we got Bongo Hills and the Swamps of Forgetfulness. Well, that's a funnier name. Let's go there.
Swamps of Forgetfulness?
You may regret that choice.
Oh, I probably will.
Oh, shoot. I didn't know that was going to be a thing.
Oh, man. Caveman Rayman.
Ah, yes, the Forgotten Rayman.
Ah, I
that's
understand. Well, I guess I should have expected that result.
Yeah.
Alright, let's try this again.
So the level that had the caveman Rayman, basically he lost his clothing. You hit his clothing off of something, you give it to him, and then he gives you a magical seed.
Yep.
And then you have to climb the level by continuously planting this magical seed.
Yeah, it's a vertical auto-scroller.
Yep. And it can be a very, very big pain in the butt.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, could any auto-scroller be worse than the diagonal auto-scroller in Mario 3?
That's a fascinating one.
Yes. There are worse. I can imagine. There are worse.
I will still maintain that I've seen auto-scrollers done right in some games, but it's not often. The best way you can do an auto-scroller is if you are actively, like, keeping up with the screen scrolling, like, even running ahead. If the screen just continues to scroll forward. That's the best way you can handle an auto-scroller, so that way it's not just the player is waiting for the game to keep scrolling. Like, if you're going fast enough to keep up with it, basically just waiting for it at that point, you're rewarded for it, and the game just scrolls with you.
Get swatted, mosquito.
That said, if this is just the whole stage, that at least means it's probably not going to be that hard to miss any collectibles in the stage. In theory. Oh, I did not mean to grab.
I also
Yeah,
love
would
the
you
sound.
believe me if I said the water rising eventually gets faster?
Yes.
Honk. Guys, I killed a mosquito.
Congratulations.
Dude just fell apart. Oh, he's crying.
I really do not like this punch at times.
Oh, well, I teamed up with him now. Cool.
Okay, time for
Yep.
English Lagoon.
And whammo.
Also, yeah, there is no specific order for the cages, so You just have to hope you remember where you got the other cages.
Or just look everywhere again.
It feels also a little bit Metroidvania-ish, that you can't do all the areas without getting some abilities and coming back later.
Oops.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah, kinda.
I actually saw the end of the area, too. Or the end of the section.
Holy
Like,
shit, I'm gonna die.
Like, I'm sure there's gonna... The next section is just gonna be more water, but...
Some of these boxes are hidden since that wasn't done there.
I think I can get it this time, though. I see Polk's going for a ride.
We're gonna take you for a ride.
That sound Rayman makes when you beat a level is great.
Oh, yeah. God, I'm
Nothing
playing a
to get
shmup.
what?
I mean, yeah, technically you are playing a shmup because you can still fire your fist.
Oh, shit.
Which, by the way, you will eventually fire your fist in that.
Now there, Rayman. Yeah. Okay, I made it past the first section.
hell.
I guess if you were fast enough, you would have also been able to get a 1-up. How that looks like. Okay, so it looks like the water is no longer filling up. At least not for this section of the stage. There might be some other fun gimmick to deal with, though. Wouldn't put it past this game.
I don't remember everything. It's been a long while since I've actually played this Rayman. Mainly because
I almost beat you,
I don't know what my
damageless.
family did with our disc.
I have the power to hang. Oh, I see. Hang off the ledges.
Also, I just beat the boss.
Nice.
Nice.
The mosquito?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh god, Knockback murdered me.
How mad would you be if I told you that's not even a mini boss for this game standards?
That's just a regular goon. I mean, it wasn't that bad of a fight.
I mean, it's technically a boss, maybe a mini boss, but for this game standards, yeah.
Okay.
There are worse.
Being real.
It
my
might
God.
as well not have had a health bar in general.
Alright.
Me.
We're in Music Land, guys. Wow. Oh, wait. Shit.
Wow.
Oh, Bandland.
Alright, we're gonna say fuck it to
Have
that
fun.
power pickup. Oh, you're in the music area? Yeah,
Yep.
that's gonna be a time.
The movement mechanics for this are fantastic, but it is just... Ugh.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Really the way to put it. How the hell? Oh,
Can I
whatever.
crawl or no?
Yes, you can crawl.
How do I... Oh, I see. Ah! Bastards.
So, basically, this particular level, and probably more to come after it, take ice physics, but actually be smart with ice physics and try and use that to your advantage. Except you have to have perfect reaction times in this level.
Yeah.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was seeing a little bit of the, what do you call it? I was seeing a bit of the stage in the demo. It sure looked like it was gonna be a time.
Fuck, that's twice how I've been hit by something. Ah.
Guess what else is in Bandland? A fairy-like creature that will turn you tiny or big.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whoa.
Which
By
knowing...
the way, if you don't have Golden Fist, I recommend getting that for this level because the enemies here suck.
Alright, now I can grab on the platforms.
Mosquito's nest.
Ah.
I'm in Mosquito's Nest now as well.
Stop getting bonked. I'm trying my hardest, okay?
It's impossible to avoid getting the bonk.
Yeah, I mean, you heard how many times I got bonked today.
I always get bonked by Toon.
And crit. You got bonked and crit.
No!
It's like that health boost.
Oh, shit!
Let's go Let's go to Swamps of Forgetfulness. I want to forget stuff.
No thoughts, head empty.
Looks like Rayman has super drowning powers.
Yeah, super drowning powers sure do exist.
Oh, shit.
I thought Simon Belmont was bad.
Oh, Tarazan and give Rayman seed.
Oh!
Yeah. That was not that one.
At least there's a health buff right there. Oh, goodbye.
How do I progress in this level?
You don't.
Which level?
Swamp of Forgetfulness.
Oh, yeah, so remember that? I don't know if you hit the button yet, but do you remember the button that lets you make a funny face? That is now your plant seed button.
Okay, I got that, but it seems like the plant won't grow after that.
You gotta do it on actual ground rather than than flowers. It's gotta be on actual earth.
Yeah. It's a bit finicky.
Yeah. Son of a bitch, I fell for that again. Get me back down there.
No, let's not get hoisted by,
Oh, shit!
what you call it.
How the fuck, dude? How did I mess up that badly?
Ground. Nope, that is not a ground I can walk on.
Surprise you.
Also, one thing I want to point out, in a lot of the demos for this game in the menu, the people playing in those demos were not that good at the game. I just want to mention that, because in a lot of those demos, they die. And even if they were good at the game, well, that should tell you just how hard this game
reach
can
that?
be.
Yes, I can. Okay.
What's that, this game being hard?
Well, some say this game can be harder than Mega Man.
I would argue, yeah, it is harder than Mega Man. I remember playing this years and years ago. I think I might have played the GBA version, though. I don't remember. But I do remember it being substantially difficult.
Yep.
I have only ever gotten past Bandland once in my entire life.
Is it fair to say that I'm done?
If you're on Bandland, yeah, probably.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, to progress in Bandland, you actually do have to get another upgrade.
That might also do it.
Yeah.
Why would the game tell you
Guess
that?
where you gotta go to get that next upgrade?
Oh, no.
Oh god, you have limited continues in this game?
Yes.
Wait, what?
I mean, I imagine you can mitigate that a little bit through just save scumming.
So, you know those blue orbs you collect?
Yeah?
That's how you get more continues.
100 of them gives you a continue, I would imagine.
I don't remember how many
100
specifically.
100's usually the gold standard for these kinds of games.
But here's the thing. You only keep the orbs that you make it out of the level with. So if you die in a level, you lose any orbs you've collected.
Oh, lovely.
Suck.
Oh, yes, it does.
All I can say is that at least it makes me glad that at least we're not playing Rayman Math.
Not yet, anyway.
Rayman Math is on the same level of difficulty as original Rayman, that you have to learn calculus shit.
Calculus?
Yeah!
There's levels of difficulty. Rayman Brain Game seems to have been made for any, age. Cause, yeah. Doesn't it also have, algebra in there, too?
I mean, I literally said calculus is a joke. I don't know anything about the game itself.
I'm pretty sure there is calculus in there, because depending on your difficulty, you have much harder questions for a higher level. Higher, I guess, grade level.
You know what? I don't think I'm going to be able to progress in this, so with that in mind, I'm going to actually look up Rayman Math.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that there was a setting for it.
I think this is the type of game you really can't rush through. You have to take your time with it and methodically plan out where you're going, what move you're going to do next.
I'm pretty sure Summer said you played that game, and I think even he was saying this is too much for Kuso. Nobody would get past the second world.
I get it
There's
now.
games I could have brought.
There we go. Finally sneak past you. Oh, okay, well, that
Hey,
flower's
too
gone.
bad we can't bring GameCube to RBC yet, or I would have brought Rayman 3.
Yeah, Rusty was telling me that if you guys were able to do GameCube games, he would have brought Luigi's Mansion.
Yeah, we don't do GameCube on here a lot. I don't know if, does RetroArch do GameCube?
I don't think so, but what it is...
Dolphin emulator.
Yeah, I know there's
emulator,
Dolphin, but I also don't want to bother
No,
people
I mean-
with having to set up a separate emulator.
RetroArch has Dolphin on it now.
Huh,
Yeah.
interesting.
Hang on.
Because I played some GameCube games on the RetroArch file that I downloaded from the server, from the RBC server.
Maybe sometime, but it's kind of in that territory of I'm concerned that it's not, if you don't have that good of a machine, you may not be able to run it that well. Kind of a...
Yeah, certain games definitely don't handle well, like Twilight Princess with all the fog, it does not. Rayman 3 has held up on my laptop, at least.
It's kind of a similar concern I have for, like, PS2 games. It's kind of in that same era, but...
Yeah.
Maybe sometime when the standard is a bit higher for, you know, what's a decent...
Stabilize.
Yeah. Anyway, we've got about 4 minutes left of this game, depending on if we want to go for those remaining 4 minutes.
I'm still going.
I am as well.
So we got 2. Is Polk
Because
still
for
going?
some reason, I'm real stubborn with
I'm
this
still
game.
alive, but I don't know what to do with this tentacle thing.
That's very easy.
I had to back up to the previous platform, and it takes a lot of hits, but eventually it does get stunned for a bit and you can get past it. But it takes a lot of hits.
I got it stunned a few times before, but never long enough for me to go through.
Yeah, it does not give you much time at all. Oh, fuck.
Especially if it spits off another one of those mushroom men at the same time.
Yeah?
Woo, got it.
Oh, that was a mistake.
And then the mushroom man caught me and killed me.
Honk.
Ew. Oh yeah, I also did some research. I believe Rayman Jr. was aimed for, like, first graders.
Okay.
Rayman Jr. How many names does this thing have?
Yes.
Rayman Sr., Rayman's Coffin.
How many? Did they just have a bunch of different educational games?
Probably.
Yeah, I think it's focused around reading and math.
This was made by Ubisoft. Stop questioning.
Yeah,
That's a fair point.
Ubisoft has made some choice decisions.
Now, were they good choice decisions?
Sometimes, yes, but oftentimes they were more questionable than anything else. Ah, fuck.
Yeah, but then Ubisoft decided to become Boobisoft.
You're telling me to become a booby trap.
Yes. Tish. And then there's the... I mean, they've of course got the, like, they've of course got, like, the yearly Just Dance games. And some of the Rabbids games I do enjoy. Just because of how...
Apparently the Kingdom Battle games have been hitting it off real well, and this next one is probably Rayman's actual last hope to get a new game.
Yeah. I've heard the Kingdom Battle games are good. I just haven't sat down to play them because I haven't really gotten into, like, XCOM.
Oh, that was the other thing with Sparks of Hope, to those who don't know. Apparently the ghost rabbit that everyone was starting to freak out over has a name, and apparently she seems to radiate some lesbian energy with the edgy rabbit girl.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I was seeing on Twitter.
Yep.
I have no idea what you're talking about, and I don't know if I want to.
Same.
It's fine. It's fine.
Who am I talking about? I'll end up finding
Yeah,
out
we're
somewhere.
all accepting.
Yeah, like I don't say
I'm
anything.
accepting,
Look, I am as accepting
but
as
that's
the next
not what I'm
person,
scared
but I'm just confused.
Well, there's a but.
I was gonna say
Look,
I would
I'm
hope
accepting, but that's not what I'm scared about. I'm scared about artists.
I was gonna say of like all the people in this call, I would hope you and I would be accepting of that tune.
Yeah.
But let's be honest, knowing me, I'm gonna find out one way or another because of the people I'm
The
friends with.
internet.
That's the internet. Everything finds its way to you at some point or another. Now, whether you retain that information or not can always be another question.
I bleach.
All right, let me
Oh,
curve us all to something a little bit more sincere. We at Retro Book Club are very accepting, and if you think we've gone woke, then I think you're the one with the stroke.
I was gonna say the fact of how well I'm getting along with BQ probably is my downfall.
I know I'm letting the timer run, but I am really cutting it really close with that. Oh, I shouldn't have survived that. Anyway, on that note,
do we have something to clip?
It was a thing, but that is all the games for tonight. So it's time to talk about the games we played today. And
I have a feeling I know what's going on the bottom of everyone's list.
Depends if I even remember.
All right, so the first game of the night was Gun.Smoke for NES.
Not bad.
Yeah,
What it was, not bad.
It's interesting, but
difficult.
Lord, hope you have a good turbo button.
Yeah, it is a very difficult game. The limit continues for better or for worse, since you lose all your money on game over.
Yeah, kind of snowball there.
And hey, at least it's fun to shoot things.
And it kind of has that Gradius syndrome.
So to me, it honestly feels like a top-down Sunset Riders, kinda.
Yeah, I mean, it's got the Wild West thematic. So
it's just missing one thing.
What's that?
Marry me with my money.
Yes.
Yes.
We have to have.
Is that site still up by chance?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, bury me with my money is a pretty well-known phrase. I think I think what you can get a wallet on Fangamer's website from their Sunset Riders set that has that print. It's a leather wallet that has that phrase printed on it. Bury me with my money.
Nice.
Of course.
I need to find their advertisement for their Sunset Riders merch, because that's something you really need to watch if you haven't seen it before.
Now I'm curious about the arcade version of Gun.Smoke. It seems that one that has voice acting.
Yeah, here we go. They did a short video to advertise, like a short, 3-minute film to advertise their Sunset Riders merch, which I actually have most of their Sunset Riders merch. I think I was wearing my Sunset Riders shirt the other day. But just give that a watch later on. Anyway, we're getting a bit sidetracked here. Our second game for the night, Harvest Moon, the original.
It would be pretty nice to play if I knew what the fuck I was doing.
Same.
Yeah.
The original Harvest Moon was definitely a, hey, take an hour or two to figure everything out, and then start playing the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we
it
did
does
take
have a tutorial at the title screen, so you might want to take a look at that.
The tutorial on the next games were, as far as I know, were actual tutorials. I know for a fact, by the time they got to Game Boy, there were actual tutorials. I'm pretty sure 64 had a tutorial as well.
Yeah, so
that's good.
So I did go to the tutorial in the game to try to learn about that. You basically just watch your character do things. It doesn't explain anything, you just watch your character do things in this game.
Yeah, it didn't explain anything about us getting stuck in the village.
Yeah.
Yeah, the next game...
Shit.
The games right after that first one actually tell you the button prompts and stuff, I'm pretty sure. I can't remember about 64, but I know after 64, from there on, the tutorials told you the buttons for about everything.
Okay. And our third game of the night, Bobble for Game Boy.
It's a classic, but I'm not liking the zoom-in feature.
I mean,
I would rather play the original.
Same, because at least I would be able to see everything.
Yeah.
But it's fun.
Yeah.
I agree with your points here, but it's a portable version of Bobble, so I can't fault completely for that.
Yeah,
That's the first
Yeah.
Bobble game I've played, so.
It honestly just feels like at that point there's other alternatives to play.
Yeah, well, at the time it was released, I think
there wasn't many options then.
I think you basically had that one, the NES one. There's probably some home computer ports like Commodore 64, maybe MSX, but for a lot of people it was basically NES and Game Boy version. So
yeah.
And I think the Game Boy version does an alright enough job at being a portable version of Bubble Bobble at the time.
I guess for most of what I can say, it just aged.
Yeah. Our fourth game of the night, VeggieTales, LarryBoy and the Bad Apple.
This 2-1's a lot better, enough said.
I didn't know what to expect going into this. I did not expect Mario versus Donkey Kong.
So when
LarryBoy versus Bad Apple.
Like, I need to double check something here really quick. Let me just open up my DMs really quick. Yeah, when Beak sent this to me, she said that she was blind to this game, so I assume that meant you did not know this was a Mario versus Donkey Kong-like game when at the time you sent it to me.
Yeah, and then I watched Juker play through it, and then he said this is just Mario versus Donkey Kong Shovelware Edition. And
Yeah.
That is true.
You know what? It's funny, Shovelware. We got ourselves a load of potential new emotes.
We got some real good faces, yeah.
Yeah, thanks for that, too.
You're welcome, guys.
I think of all the ones that I saw, I think the one I would be most likely used if I took the effort to crop it properly is that one.
Which one?
Mushroom.
that one's pretty good. I honestly love the Angry Onion one.
The Angry Onion's also pretty good. But I guess it's just
and I hate it.
This is just the look of somebody who's seen too much.
You know what
when you're playtesting a game and you're running into a lot of glitches.
You know what the funniest thing about this is also?
Yeah.
This game has more diversity than all of the other modern day VeggieTales because I think around the time of the Jonah movie, or in Rumor Weed, they actually brought in a bunch of different species of vegetables, one of them being the mushroom, and that's where it came from. But then at Jonah, they decided to pull Sticker Star before Sticker Star, and just like, you know what? We'll have all the background characters just be peas and carrots because it's easier to animate.
Rude.
If I remember correctly, they also didn't have the mushrooms in the actual special.
They did have them in Bad Apple, they had them in Rumor Weed.
Oh, okay. So they were.
Oh my god.
And there were background characters also.
Oh.
Beautiful.
And
that makes more sense.
And our last game of the night, Rayman for PS1.
I am a terrible person.
My soul.
Ruthlessly hard.
First game-itis. That's all I can say about it. First game-itis.
I mean, even some of the other Rayman games aren't like a walk in the park easy, but they're, I would say at least,
playable.
Yeah, they're easier than Rayman 1.
Oh yeah.
Like taking from my experience of playing
It
Origins.
looks beautiful, but it kind of traps you that way. It is balls to walls hard.
I feel like it is good though if you can get into it though. Like I wouldn't put it in the territory of a bad game. Just a really difficult. Yeah.
What was his name? What was it? Michel Ancel? Is that how you pronounce it? I don't remember. Probably butchering it. If I remember correctly, he was very unhappy with how Rayman 1 was when he realized people actually liked it. So it was like, we're gonna try this again. And what the original Rayman 2 was gonna be was a little bit easier, but on the same engine. And then they decided to do 3D. And
made from the ground up.
I'm going to completely change the design.
Right.
To be fair, the Rayman one looks pretty cutesy, but in like the 3D Rayman, it actually looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
Rayman 2 gets so dark.
Like the one that the main Rayman game I can take from, if we're talking classic Rayman, is Rayman Origins, which was real fun when I sat down and played through that. Anyway, rankings starting with Beak.
Alright, so if I had to rank these games, I'm gonna have to say that once I pull up the list. Okay, so bottom for me is probably gonna have to be Harvest Moon out of I just didn't know where I was doing with this.
Huh,
Even with the
that was surprising.
tutorial, I guess it was funny in the way of how I was going about it, but the whole stamina thing so early on and the fact I skipped a few days was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, I think FlameBlood, you've seen enough RPGs on here to know that they usually end up skewing towards the bottom just because 30 minutes isn't enough time to get into the game. And I'd say that does ring true for Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
And especially since I think all of us took at least half of that time into the tutorial.
About that, yeah.
I took about 20 minutes of that rambling.
Let's see, then I would have to probably put fourth would be Rayman for PS1 out of that difficulty. The game looks great, don't get me wrong, but it's kind of vile.
I don't know how my mother has beaten that game so many times.
Well, patience with kids, patience with Rayman. I think she was meant to be a mother.
Before and after kids, mind you. I don't know how.
That's amazing.
And she only had so much patience.
Then
That's kind of terrifying, I'm not gonna lie.
Then I'm gonna probably have to give it to Bobble because again, it's still Bobble and I enjoy it, but there were just some cases in there where I got stuck.
Yeah, and that's a problem that's also in the NES version of Bobble, to be fair, so that's not really that's not one that's exclusive to the Game Boy version. There is some very questionable level design in Bobble in general.
Yeah, they're mutually exclusive. They knew they wanted people to eat their quarters, given that this is also an arcade game, I think.
Yep.
Quicker.
Then second would be Gun.Smoke. You know, I still don't get what a .smoke file is.
Don't think about it too hard.
I didn't expect myself to really enjoy it, but then I started getting really into it, just of how it kind of reminded me of a Toho game.
Yeah, with bullet hells.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, not
Less
to mention
bullets, but still.
that I got a friend who's been teaching me Toho. Cool dude.
Now we just need Wild West Ikaruga.
Oh no.
And my number one's gotta be VeggieTales, LarryBoy the Bad Apple, just because it's Mario vs. Donkey Kong, and the fact that I kind of showed my veggie smarts.
It's also probably the game we got furthest in.
Yes!
Yeah.
That's it. I mean, yeah, it's definitely the game I felt like I made the most. It's definitely the game I felt like I made the most consistent progress in. Anyway, FlameBlood, your list. Your list, FlameBlood.
My list. So, personally for me, at the top, I'm gonna put Harvest Moon mainly because I knew what I was doing, because I've played, like, every good Harvest Moon game.
AKA the Marvelous games.
Yeah, anything Marvelous I've pretty much played. Harvest Moon's at the top. Second, I'm gonna put Bobble because I frankly enjoyed that and kind of moved through it pretty fast. Third, VeggieTales. I kind of have to. Made good progress. I actually had fun with it. Still think the PS2 one's better. Fourth will be Gun.Smoke, and bottom is Rayman.
Alright. So for my list, I'll start from the top and work my way down. So I can't believe I'm saying this, but VeggieTales is at the top for me. Because I played the shit out of Donkey Kong 94, and I did enjoy Mario vs. Donkey Kong as well, so this game, like, it's not as good as those, but it is very much a game type that is up my alley, so it gets the pass from that. In second is Bobble. This one gets the nostalgia pass for me because I played it as a kid, so it kind of gets the high ranking by default because of that. I enjoy it. Stage design, like, we didn't get to, like, the really irritating stage design way later in the game, so it only gets way worse. In third is going to be Gun.Smoke. Pretty standard in how it plays. I don't like the grinding for wanted posters. It just makes me feel like I'm playing Altered Beast with the power-ups that you have to get, otherwise the stage loops. But it's enjoyable enough. With some effort, I imagine I could beat the game, but it would be a bit of a slog to try to do that. In 4th place, I'm gonna put Rayman. Not a bad game, but still a really difficult game that really clamped my balls to the wall. Excuse me. It just took a fairly tremendous amount of effort to be able to make any sort of progress in it, and having limited continues as well is something. And at the bottom, for similar reasons to Beak Harvest Moon, I acknowledge it's a good game, but 30 minutes is not really enough time to get into a Harvest Moon game, so it takes the bottom slot because of that. Alright, Polk's list.
Oof. It's a bit of a rough list of this one here. I'm afraid I'm gonna put at the bottom Bobble. It's great that it's got a portable version of Bobble on the Game Boy here, but the sound screen is a real problem, and it's the mechanics sometimes are a little quirky, especially since you get stuck into a pit, can't bubble out of it here. There's a problem here. After that, I have to put on Rayman, because although Rayman is hard as heck, but it's very creative, it's very pretty, it's nice, it's... For the time we had to play here, I had some fun with it. Third one, I'm going to put it in the Harvest Moon, because I actually knew a little bit of what I was doing, so just... It's true, it's in Book Club, we only have half an hour. We don't have much time for it. You don't get the full experience.
You'd probably need, like, I think you were saying 2 hours worth of Harvest Moon at least to really start to be able to get into it.
About 1 to 2 hours if you want to, like, actually know what you're doing. But, like, if you're just casually going by, just learn the controls and do whatever.
I think I was about getting to the point where I might be able to start getting into a rhythm as we were ending the game, so...
Yep.
If you'd like, I can send you a download. I can put a download page link for Friends of Mineral Town for the GBA if anyone wants to try that.
I wouldn't worry about that. I'm sure if others want to, they know where to look for them.
Yeah, right. I think, who knows? Maybe I might play the set for it on RA if it has a set.
Right. Anyway, continue with your list, Polk.
Indeed. Number 2, I'm going to Gun.Smoke. I like the mechanics behind here, the idea of the shooter on the side here, the different weapons, and I really do enjoy it. I do want to try it again. And I can't believe I'm going to be saying what I'm going to say here. The license game takes the top spot for tonight.
VeggieTales is the real sleeper hit of tonight.
Yep. Nobody saw that one coming.
Veggie sweep!
Sounds so disappointed by that.
I'm not, though.
Polk does, though.
I'm saying Polk does.
Yeah. I did not see that one coming. Like, it picked up the perfect style for a portable system. God. I just... Yeah, did not see that one coming at all. Call me a fruit, call me a vegetable, but yeah, that'd be nice.
Alright, and...
I also like the dialogue with it.
And lastly, Toon, your list.
Let's start at the bottom.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real. Gun.Smoke just really did not do it for me. Like, it's a decent game. Okay, I'm willing to acknowledge it's a fun game. But holy shit, I don't want to grind for wanted posters.
It is ruthless, and I will... Another thing that will comment on that, while it didn't really bother us about Gun.Smoke, it could definitely be a problem for some people. The pressing both buttons at the same time to fire straight ahead. That wasn't much...
just stopped.
That wasn't as big of a problem for us, but I could definitely see that being a problem for some players.
So the thing is, I had to take a break every, 3 to 5 minutes or so, because that shit hurt my fucking elbow. I had to keep cracking my elbow just to keep playing.
I remember you mentioned that.
Yeah. Remember, folks, if you're in physical pain playing a game, do not feel ashamed to take breaks during RBC. We're all here to have fun, after all, not destroy our internal organs.
I'm just fucking happy that I managed to get past stage 2. Yeah?
Yeah, stage 2 was pretty tough.
Oh, yeah.
I would argue.
After that, I was like, nah, I'm good. I'm done here. That's it for me.
Gotcha.
Okay.
You did your fair share.
Yeah. I was not about to do that. Fourth, I would honestly say is Bobble. It's a fun game. I just do not like how up close the camera is, because you could just end up jumping right into an enemy's unloving arms.
Okay.
And that always makes me sad. Now, granted, Unlimited continues, and you start back at the round that you died at. That's really nice.
Yeah.
But if I keep constantly falling into the same shit over and over and over again, I'm just gonna wonder what the fuck is wrong with me. Because I'm not gonna lie, I could be a little bit stupid.
Okay.
Third, I would...
And now you have to really think about it.
Yeah, kind of. I'm gonna put Rayman in third. It's hard.
Wow, Rayman not the bottom 2.
I know, shocking, isn't it?
Probably the most amazing thing tonight.
It's a Christmas miracle!
It's a game before Christmas.
I don't know. I almost kept playing Harvest Moon after the timer ended.
Yeah.
And that's fair.
So-
When we're in set phase, like, you don't need to be readying up the game for a few minutes. You got a little bit more time.
Yeah. So, the game is fun. Just hard as fuck. And the limited continues to make me cry. But there is a save thing, so... Yeah, no. I guess does it autosave or no?
I believe you have to manually save.
Okay, so it's like the same as if you were doing Photoshop. Save early, save every opportunity you get.
Wait, what is it, Rayman?
Rayman, yeah.
Rayman.
So I don't know if you passed by, but the guy that takes your picture behind that board thing,
Oh, that guy?
that's your save.
Oh, that's outright a proper save. I thought that was just like a checkpoint in the stage, and that was it, not like a proper
That's
save.
both a checkpoint and a save. I believe you can save in the level select as well.
Yes,
but
I
it
did
is
see that.
also a save.
I did see
That's
saving in
cool.
level select.
Same.
In Origins and Legends, when that guy made a return, it is strictly a checkpoint.
Okay.
Gotcha. Yeah, okay. So it has some forgiveness, but still, limited continues, and some of the bullshit that it pulls on you kind of makes me sad.
All right.
Second, I'm gonna have to give it to Harvest Moon. It's a nice, relaxing game, but you gotta invest some time into it in order to fully understand what the hell you're doing, and don't expect the game to hold your hand. It won't.
Yeah.
You could watch it, but it's like job shadowing at a farm.
Yeah, the first
That's
2-3 Harvest Moon games won't hold your hand. After that, they do for a little bit.
I think they kind of learned after that first time, so they give at least some form of explanation of like buttons and all that.
Yay, here's a how-to.
Usually the first one,
Yeah.
usually the first game in the series is the roughest one because they're learning how are the ins and outs gonna work. Read Rayman.
Yeah. And yeah, just like Nick and I don't know if it was Nick, but
I definitely put this at the top of my list. I believe Polk did as well. Actually, I think everybody did except for FlameBlood.
Yeah, I have to give it to VeggieTales because VeggieTales, while I was kind of struggling a little bit, I did learn, and over time it kind of became fun, and I was just like, okay, how fast can I do this?
Yeah, like there were so many mechanics and stages that you could just skip. It was great.
Yeah, speedrunning in that game's actually kind of fun.
Might actually practice it and try running that at some point.
Yeah, go for it.
Nice. Let me know when you do.
Yeah, no thank you. Already working on Metroid Fusion speedruns.
Says the person who played through Metroid Dread how many times now?
Do you want an update on that number?
Yes.
Yes.
42.
Yeah,
Oh
I rest
my
my fucking
God.
case.
The last number I told him, what was it? I said 12 or 16, something like that.
I rest my case, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, that is going to be a wrap for tonight. What do people have going on their streams or anything else they may want to promote? Starting with Beak.
Not really promoting anything that much, you know, considering that I have a job and Star Scatter's really going on, but I'm always down for doing more of these.
Oh, yeah.
That's basically all I can promote, and who knows, maybe I might share some interesting artwork in here, just like my newly updated PFP.
Yeah, I saw it. Looks nice.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay,
Just a
FlameBlood.
thumbs up for me. Well, funny enough, before our receiver was going to start, Toon and I were originally going to do a little pre-stream with the Splatfest, but I was too exhausted for that because of the morning I had. I told you all about that already. So we're gonna try and do a late night stream of the Splatfest tomorrow, and maybe if we have time, or if we both feel like it, maybe Sunday as well we'll stream a bit of the Splatfest.
Probably.
If we can.
I probably can. I'm not going to be too busy Sunday, I don't think.
And other than that, do I have any other streams planned? I don't think I have any other streams planned at the moment. Something might pop up out of the blue, but as far as I know, I got nothing else planned.
Okay. Well, what do you have going on?
Well, the Nintendo game's still ongoing. Tomorrow, back to Chrono Cross, and the journey that'll take forever. Monday, we're still doing Okami. On Tuesday, we're pausing on Metroid Prime for a bit. We're doing the Mega Man X series, so we'll be continuing with Mega Man X2. After that, V decided to take a little break too there, so we might be doing some Final Fantasy 14. And on Friday, Raven will be doing Xenosaga still. So yeah, been keeping busy.
Okay. And Toon, what do you have going on?
Right, so I'm going to be a little bit busy. This, I believe, should be the last official RBC with Anon not having a computer, because tomorrow-ish I'm going to help clean up the downstairs. We're going to try and get the computer upstairs, and we're going to try and get his computer all hooked up, ready to go. And I'm pretty sure tomorrow, like Flame said, will be late night leagued. And I'm personally pretty damn excited for that. Because I like playing
Splatfest edition.
Yeah, that's very true. I hope to see anyone who's in Splatoon 3 having fun. I hope to see you there. It's, pretty cool. Other than that, anything else will be impromptu.
Okay.
So maybe I'll post that on Twitter. What about you, Nick? What do you got?
Well, tomorrow's going to be a busy day because tomorrow, finally at long last, I'm going to be doing my next Gamesgiving match against Alpha 5. We have a best of 3 match, and we're going to be doing our matches throughout the game. Throughout the day. We're going to be trying to do our first match tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern, our second one at 7 p.m. Eastern, and if we need it, our third one at 11 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a good set of 3. If one of us ends up sweeping the first 2 and thus not having a need for the third one, I might be able to fit enough time to wrap up Yakuza Kiwami tomorrow, which would be exciting.
Nice.
Nice.
Anyway,
Have fun.
That will do it for tonight. Thanks everyone for coming out.
Yep, and always remember, God made you special and he loves you very much.
Gosh dang it.
And I hope you all have a wonderful night.
Good, everybody.
As soon as I heard God made, I was like, gosh dang it, don't you dare close that.
Good night, everyone.
Everybody!